Are we going on? You are live. Hello, everybody. This is what you call one of them random ones. I just got home and I saw, man, I got a bunch of messages, and I thought, the easy way to answer them is just go live. So that's what I did. So, look at this. There's JB. It's LP 33 and a third. Two hacks. Hello, two hacks. Hello, Leighton. What the Leighton? Rich GT 350. And there's Tim. Hey, Tim. Thanks for the concern there, by the way. I appreciate that. Is anybody else live? I didn't see anybody else live. Undefeated. There's Spencer's. Hey, home also. Good. Yeah, I just got home. It was 11-hour drive again today, and it was, I don't know, 6 or 7 yesterday. I'd have never made it one day. Two hacks. There's Patrick. Hello, NNN Brothers. Hello. What is happening? James and James show. Hello, James or Ryan or whatever you want to call. Hey, gang. So anyway, I have let me do this. Invite. I wanted to do copy the clipboard. Boom, we go over here. Paste it. Put it up there. I'm gonna pin that to the top as soon as I get down here on the YouTubes and do the magical stuff down here. But if anybody wants to join in, come on in. It was a wonderful weekend. What a great experience, man. Let's do it again. I want to go again. I hated to leave so early, but I had to. So, had to and wanted to. So anyway, let's look and see here. Content. Am I missing anybody? What's up, James? How's it going there? Spencer's Foods. Hello, Spencer. Put your slipper on. Did you like that one, JB? I was thinking I don't want to wear a tutu, but it's not a tutu, it's a slipper. The tutu is somebody else. All of you are the best. Honestly, don't know what to do now. Amazing weekend, yes. This should be a circuit. Yes, it should. I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I was telling JB and them guys that, I had that much fun, it should be illegal. No, I guess not. It shouldn't be illegal. But it was fun. Oh, my God. And I didn't even get to see everybody, but I think I got to see most, 99%, I think. I might know. There's Alan's Cars and Stuff. He made it in here. All of you are the best. Honest, don't know what to do now. Well, I know what to do. I went live. Oh. We got one on the hook. There's Leighton. Hello, Leighton.
What's going on?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I don't know how good my internet's going to be. I'm using the hotspot for the kids.
Okay.
On TV. But I want to say it was great meeting everyone. It was a blast. And I lost $3.
$3
on betting on a race with Don English.
Oh.
I was up there running my mouth, throwing 20s out, but he said, I got $3. I said, let's get it.
Who'd you lose to?
I was betting on James and James and just Mopar Joe. But, Ryan and James and Little James, man, they was fighting that cart all day. And they finally got it figured out. made some heck of some passes on that car, and well, quit, son over here. But it was all fun. I didn't care.
That's right. It
I
was
went,
all fun.
I went back there teasing them. I said, "Man, I lost $3. I lost $3 on y'all."
Hey, I finally found it. Yes, 10 eater. I wanted to put that up there. Oh, just messing with you, JB.
Man, it was fun. I wish we'd have had another day.
I
Yeah,
know. I was thinking, man, I wish I would have went down the track a bunch more times, but uh, man, that's all I needed was them 2 times was enough. I had a blast, just especially with um, when me and because Big Mike would have had me if he wouldn't have had to get out of it. Hello, Mark. How we doing today? Rub it in, Buck. Yeah, he just taught. He they said I won the Princess Award, and I told him I said I'll take the award, but I'm not wearing no glass slippers. Oh, lost them.
I'm still here.
Okay, it's just easier on the internet. Old man in shop says, "Hey guys, I'm still trying to find my YouTube so I can put that link up top." Push the blame off. That's it. Old man.
Yeah, there was some good racing. It was
There's
good.
auto salvage. Yeah, there was. I saw a lot of it. I mean, uh,
We had some fun in the pits, making dry shafts.
yeah. What do you go? What do you go through? 3 of them or just 2?
Perpetual Projects went through one. Uh, Square Body Stuff went through one. Yeah, I
But
think
there was some nice sum of cash with that too. I didn't know that.
then Scott Speed Shop, it wasn't the dry shaft that broke, it was the whole transmission. A tail shaft on it.
Oh, really? Oh. And then I saw a picture of Big Block's uh, window in the oil pan.
Yeah, well, I
Did
guess
that happen on the start line?
no, that happened on the big end.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, it had a noise and thought it was a lifter,
Yeah.
but it was actually a wrist pin or something let loose. I know the wrist pin's in the bottom of the oil pan's poking out.
Oh, I don't know
So
if you're named Buck.
well,
No, a car named Buck and ate a place called Bucks. Well, I was at Bucky's. I'm looking at data logs to see how much boost I had. Oh, okay. Well, let us know, Patrick, because it seemed like you were flying there near the end. I thought, man, he's going to launch it. All of it, Patrick.
yeah,
2 hacks had fun on the monkey bikes, on the damn monkey bikes.
yeah, I'm gonna bring me a monkey bike next year into the Aspen. I'm gonna go ahead and start saving up a little money and get some parts ordered for this 318. And I'll be talking to Patrick at Mosley Oak Parts and Rust some more.
Okay.
Cause I'm gonna be a copycat.
Are you going to be a copycat? There we go. I pinned the link up on top if anybody wants to come and join in. Leighton's the only brave one. You are famous now, Buck. Car named Buck as gas station and eating joint. And Patrick was trying to break it. I thought so. Break it while going fast. Oh man, hello LP. We were teasing Lars about the LP that the mini bike's going to go 33 1/3 miles an hour. Oh, you treat my ass. Yeah, I had terrible trees. I can't find my time slips. The Buck Lark is a bad hot rod. Yeah, not off the line though. I thought I'd hit at least 60 to 70 mile an hour. I hit 58. The tough little 318 wasn't having anything. Oh, you brought it home in all one piece. Cool. Yeah, I saw. I when I was passing JB, I saw two hacks looking at me, and I gave him a wave. That was fun. That was a whole lot of fun. I rode with 402 big block up to the Brown. Yeah. He left us behind.
JB, yeah,
Yeah, JB got a ride up, and me, Lars, and Shay had a walk. Auto Salvage bought a 70 GMC truck. I like the 70 GMCs. I really like the 67, 68 Chevy. I mean, I know they're all the same, but sorry, got it backwards. What's Mopar Dan? There's Mopar Dan. Hello, Mopar Dan. Just got home 40 minutes ago. 16-hour drive home. Great to see you. Did you leave from there and come home, Mopar Dan? Because if you did, you'd do a whole lot better than I did. Because I left yesterday around 2, I think, or 3. I don't know. And I got a hotel about 9:30 last night. You get up again this morning, and it was 11 hours today, and it was like 6 or 7 yesterday. 6 hours yesterday, I think. Maybe 7. Oh. Hey, how about that? Mopar guy telling me the GMC has better trim. Question is, who won Buck and JB short off? You know what? I didn't get a chance to look all day, but I can look. How many has he got, Lars? He asked if I want to ride. I said, hell yeah, who wouldn't? Yeah, me too. I would have sat on the tailgate. Buck did. I'm always losing to Buck. Mostly old parts. I'm riding it apart.
Yeah, I was gonna ride with Patrick at mostly old parts and rust, but I got busy talking and got sidetracked, and he was gonna send it. I was like, send it.
Maybe I can do it this way. I could probably find it easier on the 158. It gained 10 yesterday. I wanted to ask. I was hoping Tony's hot rod to come in here. I bet you he got a good bump from the weekend too.
I think I've gained. I'm almost to 400. I think.
Are you?
I think I gained almost 50 subs.
Wow, because you were at like I just looked and you were like 375.
I think I'm up closer to 390 something. I could be mistaken. I haven't checked. I know earlier I thought I was up to like 384, 388. Could be wrong.
Could be. We're going to get Leighton. Yeah, we're going to get there. Yeah, Leighton will get there soon.
I'm going to get 500 before the end of the year. So,
okay, cool. That gives you a couple months to get 100. But you haven't been putting out much content though lately, have you?
I've been with my wife working. It's been kind of slow.
Well, yeah, that's understandable, but that's what my question was, that you haven't been putting out because of your home situation.
Yeah.
But home's got to come first.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
But I've got
So,
it's Pontiac. I've got to finish up this week, so I'll have some more video of it, and me and Big Block we've got we got a lot of stuff to do in the next year, but we still got stuff we need to finish up.
right.
Everywhere else, we can take a break for a little bit.
That's right. But that with the short off there LP, I had 726 views. I didn't see what JB had. I'll go look. We were acting up, Leighton. Can you believe that?
Oh no, never.
Oh my God, we were laughing. Man, my God, did we laugh?
Hey, did you get to watch the awards?
No, I didn't. I was driving home at the time. I was actually on the phone with my sister when all that was happening. I was on the phone with her for about an hour and a half. And then once I get up into Lexington, Kentucky, man, what a mess of a city that is.
Oh yeah.
It's a drive-through. Oh my God. I'd have been better off going back down to Knoxville and then over and up through than to do what I did the last 2 days. But anyway, I'm home. Don't bother. I had 10,000. Trust me. Well, then that means you won. Hey, Leighton, you think I should trust JB?
I'm gonna have to plead the fifth.
Yeah. Oh, Uncle Tony is on. He must have just started.
He started right after you did, I think.
Oh, did he? Okay. I didn't see no notifications or anything. Maybe he's just doing a. What's he looking for here? Anybody know who need doors, hold fenders, etc.? All perfect on the 70 GMC. What about the hood on the 65? You got one of them? We will be here. Oh, you're not going to Tony's. Oh, look at this guy. Hey, there's Big Mike.
There's that vandal. There's
Yeah.
that vandal.
What's up, Big Mike?
I'm surprised it took you that long.
It was underneath it was dark when I loaded the car last night.
Uh-huh.
He's not that observant, Buck.
Oh, you hear that?
What?
You hear that? The peanut
No.
gallery came in here and said, "What'd you say?"
He's just not that observant.
Yeah. I thought you'd see it right away, and I thought, well, if he doesn't, one of these days when he's moving something, he'll see it.
Right. Yeah, I unloaded the car today, and first thing I did when I got home this afternoon was I crashed out for an hour. I was just, man. Yeah, that was a blast. What's up, everybody in the chat?
Yeah,
Man, that was awesome.
Mopar Dan got to go unpack the van. Hey, JB, do you remember this guy? Hello, Damien.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Back my truck. I've got welders, stickers, and clothes still in the truck.
Oh, I still got a lot of stuff in the truck, but
Oh, so do
I
I.
had to unload it. I can't let the boys skip school again today. I let the boys skip school to go to the drag races.
Oh,
Yeah. You know,
Meh.
there's
Priorities.
yeah, there's only one time there was going to be an inaugural event like this. You know what I mean? He got to be part of it, and he was stoked about it, and his little buddy too. So
I was stoked about it. I was like, man, I got to get there. You're going to be like the first one to be there.
right.
You know, and then, I was thinking about how John and Alice were saying, well, this is the first one. We don't know how everything's going to be or what's going to go on, how things are going to go.
Yeah.
And we'll learn as we go along.
Absolutely. Well, and so I contributed to the delinquency of a couple of minors, let them waste their school days out at the racetrack.
Did I miss the betting?
There might have been a couple dollars changing hands. You never know.
There might have been more taught and learned at the no-name nationals than schools these days. I don't know about y'all's area, but
Oh yeah.
schools I've hearing about in our area is a joke.
Oh man. Oh, ow, ow, ow. That was rough. I just got slapped. Ow. Man. You know what's really sad is that, well, it's kind of bittersweet because I raced 3 times. I lost 3 times, but I still drove the Blockbuster up onto the trailer with that hoopty drive line.
That's a win right there.
So, Buck, me and Big Buck put a plan together. We was gonna give some trophies away from George Ray's.
Uh-huh.
Dallas and John talked about that being on the bucket list, and Buzz. And I knew Jeff said something about George Ray's at one time, so I was like, "Well, I think I got my 4th trophy, picked out who I'm gonna give it to." And I found the shortest trophy I could find for Jeff at 2 hacks.
Yeah, I saw that. That was great. That was awesome. Yeah.
He's much taller on camera.
Yeah, so is Buff. Buff is much taller on camera too. Hello,
Hey,
Deborah.
Buff worked his tail off to get that car going. I seen
Yeah, I
it,
did.
and I seen him driving around. I was like, "There you go, you finally done it."
Hi, Robs.
Lars, I'll never tell.
Guess what? Deborah got a tab.
You know what, Lars? If you just line up some nickels across the core support on there, you know what I mean, and turn your back for a little bit.
That guy and Jeffers Motorsports Park crew, they did a great job.
Yeah.
Everyone that
Struggle Bourbon said he's rounder in person.
Nice. I think I'm smaller in person.
Now you look about the same. I
Yeah.
thought you were the same. But Buzz, my God, is he different in person?
He's tall and thin.
It's all, yeah. And I even said to him, I said, "Well, you look different than that little screen I'm always looking at."
Right. Well, I had Mopar Joe over there at the canopy. I had to show him, my son Isaac, so he could see, his younger version. So, because my son, I mean, he looks like it could be his son. I asked him, I'm like, "Hey man, where were you back in 06?"
Oh, yeah, it's always short and fat. Well, I was telling JB that I stay in shape, right? Round is a shape.
Yeah. So is pear.
Yeah. There's Jerry, Ricky. I see.
Oh, red light Ricky. How many red lights did you hit this weekend, or did you get all green?
No, I seen he got one, but I don't
Oh,
know.
just one? Yeah.
I don't know if he got any more than that though. I only saw one. The Wambulance.
Yeah. One on
Wins
7
one.
cylinders. You could have won on 2 cylinders against the hoopty, man.
Pair.
That was definitely fun.
This was a bit shorter than I guessed. I met Rob too over there at the burnout pit. And what was the name of the channel's name? Was it 383 Charger or Charger 383 or something that won the burnout contest?
Yeah, Charger 383. Man, I'll tell you, I'm glad to be back home with real water, my well water, because boy, bottled water just don't cut it whenever you're used to drinking out of a well.
Yeah. I always try to get when I get bottled water, I get the spring water. I could tell the difference.
Yeah.
What was my light numbers? Real bad. The one was at 0.89, and I think the other one was a 0.903 or something like
I
that.
think I probably had the worst. They should have given me a trophy for the worst reaction time. My first one was a 1.3
Oh, was it? I thought it was 1.5, but
or 1.5. Yeah,
that
1.5
was with me
on
at
the first
1.5,
one.
and I had a 0.903.
Yeah, that sucker coughed, man, and it was just like, nope. But my last one against Night Wrencher, when I raced him, my reaction time was a 0.23.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I went from a 1.5 to a point, I think it was a 0.46 or 0.47, and then to a 0.23.
He says he knows he missed a few people there. The first
Yeah.
one is yes, well water.
Oh, yeah. I love my well water.
Jeremy should have won that. Yeah, it was a toss up between the Jeremy or the Charger guy. But I heard that one guy saying about Jeremy, you couldn't see the car, so I don't even know. All it was smoke. Which was kind of scary because that's why I stood back from the barriers, because I thought, man, somebody's gonna fly into that thing.
Yeah.
And then I like how Dallas said Dizzy had the scariest one.
That fly by wire.
Fly by wire crap. I'm wondering if he's talking about the throttle by wire.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's it or not. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe. I know I was pretty pleased with my last light that I cut, and I was actually ahead of him for about halfway down the track. But then once that drive line catches up, it's all over.
Well, mine don't start moving until like second gear.
Yeah, well, and seeing I missed third too.
Did
And
you?
I was just going to give it all she had, and if it flew out, it flew out, But then I
Yeah.
missed third, which is my second because I started out in second. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to, I've already been looking at different options. I've thought about maybe either putting in a two-piece drive line with a slip yoke in it, or maybe just changing out transmissions, and I might just throw in a cheap old transmission, cheap old 727,
Well, you could just put a single shaft in there with a slip yoke too, because my old Ford truck was like that. Just had a single shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it has the the slide yoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, I'll tell you, the thing is, I see so many comments coming up, so many videos coming up. You just can't keep up with everything that happened this week.
I know. And I didn't spend enough time filming anything.
I didn't either. I was so busy, just being part of it, that, I didn't spend nearly as much time and I thought about it after I was already on my way home. I was like, you know what? Everybody that I met, I should have just got a selfie, and I could have done like a collage of selfies.
Yeah, I know.
From the whole event. We could have all just stood beside each other doing a collage of selfies. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just run like a, whatever they call that thing when you put it all together.
Collage, right? Or
no, I got another name for it. I can't think of it. I ain't very smart, but
yeah. But the only selfie I got was with cousin Cleve. What is it? A slideshow? There you go.
Yeah, so we could have put a slideshow up of just meeting everybody.
Right.
But I I made on Maple Lane, right? Slideshow and Frankenstein. Yeah, a slideshow. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. A chest mounted GoPro would work. Oh, you mean for the race? Oh, I catch you. Just let the GoPro run while you're walking around. Well, that's what Scott with an S was doing. Every time I looked at him, he was filming somebody or something.
Right.
Yeah, he must have had a.
I tell you, that's something else though, to come down there without a ride back. It's like, what?
Who came down without a ride back?
Scott from Heaven's Mopars.
Yeah.
He had to catch a ride to the airport to get back.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's,
Awesome.
that is dedication.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Add selfie stick to next year's
Maybe
to
a
go
trailer.
list.
Uh-oh. Two Hacks is getting busy already. He's ordering parts.
Probably break the trans again. Yeah. I hope not.
And what's Rob saying there? I still drive mine on the street, so it's a 410 and fully manual 400 turbo. LOL, you're not trying it, and you're not trying to break it. But I was going to say something. I forget what I was going to say. Oh, I did talk to Bear Rose today. Bear Rose will probably be tomorrow. Not sure. I don't know. He's still traveling around down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did order more stickers while I was sitting in the hotel. I was going to go on. I was going to do a live last night around 10 o'clock, and because I got there and then the restaurant next door was closing in an hour or so. So I went and ate first. I came back. I took a shower. I figured a shower would wake me up. No, I went right to sleep.
So how long of a drive was it for you, Buck? Hours.
Hours. Well, I had 11 hours today, but I stop every couple hours and then get out and walk around.
Right.
So, but that's usually 10, 15 minutes. I'll hit a rest area or I'll go to a gas station or something. But it was 11 hours today, and I think there was like 6 or 7 yesterday. So, but like I said, I do a lot of screwing around too. But it was, I think, 890 miles.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a long ways.
Yeah.
Well, hey, good night, first responder.
Had a blast hanging out with JB, Lars, and Buck at their camp area. Great. Finally meet Big Mike and many others. Thank you all. I should put it up there so everybody can read it. Down the track and drive home. Success. Yep. That's all JB was talking about. Just get down the track once. There's Overbuilt Automotive. Hi, folks.
Right. Yeah, well, so now I guess we'll see when, if next year's happening. And,
Yeah. Well, I think all that stuff will happen in January or something.
right.
So,
Well, at least then it'll definitely be like a family reunion now that we've all actually met.
yeah. So that'll give us some cool down time. Because
Yeah.
this we'll be talking about this for months.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I got a lot of catching up to do, man. I've been working so hard on getting that car done, that
Yeah.
I've neglected a lot of my other stuff that I needed to do here around the farm. I got to build a hog pen. I got to finish up a lot of other things, man. I got to finish cutting firewood. I still got like 9 or 10 rick of firewood to cut. So,
Yeah, I got it's starting to get cold around here too. It was down to about 38 or something last night.
yeah, it was about 42 here.
I got to go make sure my boiler is all straight. I got to put a new expansion tank on it and relief valve too.
Mm.
There's Bubba Ayers. Hello, Bubba. Yeah, I wish you could have been there too, Bubba. We would have had a blast.
Yeah, missed you.
Mischief. The Punisher's going to take a week off the from the car. Hey, there's Perpetual Projects, Mr. Drive Shaft. Are you going to take a week off or 2? or park it over in the weeds until next year?
Well, I'll tell you, the Blockbuster is going up to the stable for a while, and it's going to get parked in the stables. And the next one to come down to the Hoopty barn is going to be the 66 Charger.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to start working on brakes and suspension, fuel system, getting it roadworthy.
Right.
Yeah, don't forget to put antifreeze back in your vehicles. No kidding. I know.
I never had any in it, so it's been water since I put the engine together.
Yeah.
So,
well, same here. I've never put any antifreeze in mine either.
You know, and I was thinking about that on the way home. What I should do, well, tomorrow, next day, at least drain it, you know, and then, but you just can't drain it. You got to put antifreeze in to get it around the engine.
Yeah.
He says hi, Oh, he's talking about Perpetual. His name is Travis. I keep forgetting his name. Man, he had a rough time there. Where'd he go? Did he leave?
I don't know.
Oh, there he is. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, it's going to sit for a week or two while I figure out a plan. I heard Perpetual went up and was thrashing on Buff's car for a little while too.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's funny because I see them walking. They're like, anyone got anything to cut metal with? And here comes Perpetual Projects with like all the grinders and this. It's like, oh no, I've just got a shop in my arms. I'm just going to go over here. We're going to put this together.
Yeah. I had some of that stuff too, but you know what? I think I should, I was parked back by my tent. Maybe I should have parked up with everybody else, you know, and then just went back to the tent to sleep. But we had fun back there. Just a couple of us around the campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to keep track of everybody's names. Hey, there's Tim. You can't have Mopar without Tim.
There you go.
I pulled the drain plug side part, warmed the block up a little when I put it away. I've never had a problem. I'm looking forward to see the 66 Charger. I like that body style. So do I.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to learning it. I've never had one, so this is my first.
Yeah, so apparently Buff drove the Grand Prix around the lot. That's cool. Laugh his ass off. We have some experience with pit trashing. Yes. Oh, yeah. You didn't want to pit. What did he say there? You didn't want to pit next to us. All four of us broke, but it was fun. Yeah. Yeah. I seen everybody. I was going to go over and ask him to sign my banner, and there was like a pile of people like on the tailgate of the truck. I thought, man, I'm not bothering them guys. I don't know if I got everyone. I'm sure I didn't get everyone. There were so many people there, but I got a whole bunch of signatures on my banner. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about telling the announcer to announce it.
Yeah, well, they did a couple times.
Yeah.
And I had that made just for it because there's only going to be one inaugural, you know. So, and that's going to be my main flyer in my shop, kind of inspiration. You know what I mean?
All right. Tim's coming with Doobie next year. Dizzy will like that. What's the old man who won the 28-10-5 race and the bracket race? I think Mopar, just Mopar Joe in the bracket race, right?
Yeah.
And did Redbeard win the 28-5?
No, I think the 28-10-5 was I think maybe. I can't remember. I know Joe I know that Daniel won the low ET.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yeah, he won the low ET. Well, did you see the trophy that they did for it?
No.
Had a little ET, like
Oh, yes, I did.
extraterrestrial.
I did see that when they were signing them, and I got the Princess Award or something like that, but I don't remember what the deal is with the Princess. Like
The Cinderella Award. It's the Cinderella Award.
Yeah.
Yeah, for someone who started out with nothing and just blew it up.
I got you.
Yeah.
I was thinking that's what it was, but wasn't sure.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you. I didn't know it until earlier today, like lunchtime or something.
Yeah.
But they just said Buff's not home yet. He had glitches on the trip home. So Redbeard did win the 28-10-5.
Oh, did he? Okay. I knew he won the low ET. I couldn't remember if he won that one too.
So he tried his hardest to break the 318. It had none of it on 21 PSI at 21 degrees of timing. It pulled the left front tire. Wow.
That thing was fast, man.
Damn it. Of course, I forgot to sign it. Yes, I saw it going down after he bumped it up a little bit. Oh, look at this! Congrats, Princess. It's Cinderella. Or slowest. Who had the slowest? JB. Oh, Buff had more blowouts. That's what happened. I had the lowest ET trophy in the bag. They put it in the dang monkey bites. Oh.
Man, pump the heck gasket.
Track and travel with Rick.
Radiator cap.
The car is awesome. Yeah, I saw those two racing. Kim fixes things. Oh, she get the you get that too. I heard she won the.
That was the slowest ET.
Was it?
Yeah.
Kim. Yeah. You make it off the line twice. Does that count?
Like I said, I'm just thrilled that nobody had to pull me off the track. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I mean? That was my biggest thrill, that nobody had to pull me off the track.
Did you see the look on Dallas's face when you said you were going to race me?
Yeah. Hey, what?
Really? Did you pass tag?
Yeah. Well, and when I told John Wilburn, and he just looked at me real funny, like, okay. It's amazing what a $20 handshake will do.
Oh yeah, so Perpetual Project said he didn't have to get pulled either. They pushed him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
well, it was funny. Go ahead.
I think they hit the right car though. The People's Choice Award was Punisher Le Mans. That car's sharp.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I thought it was funny though when the tech guy came over there and he looked over the fender and he looked inside there and he looked at me and he backed up, turned around, looked the other way, and came back and looked again because he wanted to make sure he saw what he thought he saw.
Hello, get out and drive.
Yeah, that was awesome.
PLG, you deserved it. Yeah, I saw the post. Every time I would stop at a rest area or something, I'd look at my phone and see a post or something.
Right.
That's about all I did the last couple of days. I mean, you know, where we were at, I didn't get much internet at all, and then I only had like one bar on my cell phone. I couldn't do much at all. But me and JB got some shorts put out though.
I got a few shorts put out.
Did you?
I think I got the only run yesterday from Nivlac. in the little Datsun, the
Okay.
very first run of the day.
Yeah, yeah.
And
he
I
said
think,
he was second with that.
huh?
I thought he said he was second, the second run.
There might have been one more before that, but I thought that was the first one.
I was surprised that they were spinning off the line though with that car. So maybe
Yeah,
that's why I thought they would win something. But that little Datsun had a hard time getting traction off the line.
Oh, nice. The tech guy, well, I think he just, I think he could tell I wasn't serious about anything. I think he could tell that I was just there for the fun of it,
Right. Which one? Which drive shaft, JB? But he did very well though. Travis did with that drive shaft debacle. He knew he was disappointed, but he took it well. I couldn't make it happen. Best was 709. Well, that ain't nothing to cry about. So close. Definitely a small world.
Yeah.
Hey, there's NSB. Those guys are great.
Yeah. Everybody was great there. I didn't, it was funny. I don't remember who it was. I'm trying to think who it was. They came up to me and said, the coolest thing about this is the whole time I've been here, I haven't met one a-hole. And I was like, hi, my name's Mike.
Zeke held his hand over his javelin and Jedi style and said, checked.
Nice.
That must have been a $30 check.
That was one of them $30 handshakes.
Or 220s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Much like fine time. And rightly so. Yes, sir. What's the time on the buck? Well, 12.13 and 12.12, I think I had. Yes. So I guess when you're looking for 6
2 seconds. 2 seconds. Yeah.
I'll be right here. Staying in Tennessee tonight, leaving the AM. Word is water is down, so we just have some cleaning to do. Oh, yeah. Did you get hit hard, fellas? Yeah. Well, you're welcome. You guys are great, man. I mean, I've seen you helping so many people. I mean, everybody helped everybody. Did you see when, even like when Travis broke the dry shaft, everybody ran out helping pushing, and then just Mopar Joe was pushing his car up the tech line. Everybody jumped in and helped him push it.
So I saved these.
Okay. Well, I saved them, but I can't find them. So they're I must have put them somewhere where I remember where they're at.
Yeah, that's usually what happens when you do that. I just put mine in my wallet because, there's nothing else in there.
So I just got a text message. The LP asked me how my breakfast short worked out. I got to look it up. NSB, be safe, guys. It was awesome meeting you guys on the way down. Yes, yeah, we caravanned with the NSB guys and Dr. Art, Clint, JB, and me all ran down to get. Oh, yeah. I don't think I missed anybody. And then I had a live going at the same time while I was driving. I'll be flying in thinking about buying a piece of shit to run. Hey, just got home. Awesome time. I saw you were there, Tom, and I thought I wanted to go look and go try to find you, and I never did. And I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you and shake your hand. Oh yeah, there we go. Great to meet you guys as well. And No Name Nationals 2023.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. The only thing that I was a little disappointed in was just the low spectator turnout.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
but
it was great for all of us to be able to get there and get together. I mean, we were the event,
Right. Yeah.
all of us getting to be there together. But at the same time, I would have really hoped that there would have been a lot more spectators involved, but it is what it is.
Right, but then it's the first time too. So
Right.
I don't know if were the spectators just locals that knew there was going to be a race there and just showed up.
Yeah, I have no
But
idea.
It might be people that go every week or something.
Yeah. I mean, the weather was perfect for it. You couldn't ask for a better weekend to do it.
Oh my God.
Weather-wise.
My girlfriend texted me. She says, "Oh, it looks like it's perfect weather." And Dizzy Easy got all his subs to participate.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was telling him, I said we were all fighting for you to get them subs.
Absolutely.
Okay, Tom. Yes, we will connect somewhere along the line. I'm sure of it. I feel it. Maybe it was kind of crazy. I'm sure we will meet up again. It's the first ever, as Buck says. I think after all the vids flip, it'll pick up next year for sure. I was thinking the same thing, and it's probably going to pick up. I'll wait to start reviewing all the new channels.
Well, and also when they see the quality of the other cars were there, not cars like mine. I mean, like the real fast cars, I mean, there was some really, really talented guys out there, that I have mad respect for that have really worked hard on perfecting what they do. So,
yeah. Here's Dennis B says Dizzy's burnout competition run will be with me for a while.
Yeah. I heard he got a little bit close to them barriers.
Yes, he did. He was getting a little wild out there, and
yeah,
he was starting to get out of hand. Might have to put shut off remotes on there. Okay. He's going to bring an A game next year for Patrick. Look out, Patrick.
Well, I think this year I brought my Y game. Next year I'm going to try to bring my L game or something. I got to pace myself.
Well, you don't want the L. You don't want the L game. That's loser game, right?
Well, I already had that this time. Okay.
The W game. So Tuhak was standing right by that car when he let her rip, heading into the box. Hey, Jeff, were you a little startled?
Were you brave or inattentive?
He was posting Dizzy and Stevens at Mopar Mustang. What's this one here? I'm sure I will be too. There you go. Looks like they're calling each other out already, Mike.
Right on. Well, I already told the Night Rancher man that I was ready for a rematch.
Yeah, that was a pretty neat looking truck. That was the green 70. Well, no, it might 73.
That's 78, I think. Yeah, it's got an LS.
It was earlier than that. That was a 3/4 ton though.
Yeah, it's got an LS turbo.
Okay.
Yeah. I had him halfway down the track until that thing kicked in. Well, and until my driveline kicked in.
Did you say they were too close to the Dizzy action?
Yeah.
Maybe he was dizzy. I was in need of new shorts. I thought he was talking about short videos, but now I get what he's talking about.
Yeah. I don't think he's talking about videos.
NSB loved the Blockbuster.
Oh, well, thanks, man. It was fun. Like I said, I built it specifically for this event, just as a fun project, just to slap something together. If I'd have known it was going to make that kind of power, I wouldn't have left that drive line in there. I really wouldn't have.
All right. Well, you got some gears in there, though, don't you? You don't know what kind of rear is in that?
Oh, it's got an 8 1/4.
Oh, does it? But
yeah,
you don't know what the ratio is.
276.
276.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Highway gears.
Hello, Joe. How you doing today? Watching the videos. It was a fun weekend. It was a blast. I'm ready to do it again.
Right on.
Yeah, if I didn't have to work and it was starting in a couple days, I'd hop right back in the truck and go again.
Right.
That's a long drive, though. Wow. Beats me up. I used to love that stuff, and the older I get, it's taking it out of me. Big Mike, just bring Blockbuster up here. I can make some extra power.
Yo, I'm sure you can. Well, thing is, I really like it just having that little bone stock 318 2 barrel in there. And I just want to see what I can get out of that just with the smallest of modifications.
All right. But NSB got his eye on Red Bear next year. And Travis says, hey, spit and drive light could be fun. Full send.
Well, I'm actually thinking about, honestly, when I get ready to redo my drive line, I'm actually thinking about bringing the one my original one that I built for the Blockbuster with me next year and giving it out as an award to whoever throws their drive line out or trashes their drive line out, and give them a new drive line. Because mine made it through 3 runs. Yeah, Redbeard is cool. I met him. I met him at Lambert's, and then his dad always talks to me. Yeah,
on the lives and stuff. And then I went over and I talked a good half hour, 40 minutes, and then I talked to his dad again a couple times. His dad's cool.
Yeah, Ed is a good dude, man. We all actually text back and forth and stuff, and we meet up at MoCan and stuff like that. They're really great guys. And if anyone didn't see that sign that Ed had made for me for Big Mike's Hoopty Barn, it's super cool, man. Super cool guys.
Travis at Perpetual Project says he doesn't want to win that trophy.
You don't want to win that? Well, I think I'm going to have to bring it just in case. I'm really thinking about it. I think I'm going to introduce the very first trophy for next year's No Name Nationals. That's going to be my pledge.
Did James and James bring their trophy that they made and hand it out?
Didn't they give that to Irish Outlaw? Wasn't that his? Yeah, I think Irish Outlaw is going to do a video on that.
He's from out there. Mike, where are you from?
Me?
Yeah, Punisher Mom's asking.
Well, I'm originally from Northwest Arkansas, but it kind of left me. It blew up and got too big, and so I'm just barely across the line. I'm a stone's throw away from Northwest Arkansas. I'm in Southwest Missouri.
Missouri.
Well, if you're in South Missouri, it's Missouri. It can be Missouri if you're up like around St. Louis and all that.
Every time I hear Missouri, I think of Clint Eastwood. When was he?
It gives him a Missouri boat ride.
Yeah, the Missouri boat
Josie
ride.
Wales.
Yeah, that was Josie Wales. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that guy tried to sell him that snake oil or whatever.
Yeah.
Spit-
How
he
is it for
spit juice on
stains?
his- Yeah, spit juice on his coat and say, does it clean that stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, Irish Outlaw did get it, I guess.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought he got it from James and James. That's what I thought. Yeah, he was showing it to me. I saw him carrying a trophy, and I was like, "Hey, wait! I got to see that." It's pretty cool.
It is. But he's in Punisher's in Joplin. Mocan is his home track.
Right. Well, depending on how soon I can get my homework done, since I've been neglecting it for a while, I'm really far behind on cutting firewood and stuff. But as soon as I get my homework done, if there's still any time left, I may try to get up there before the end of the season. I don't know that I will, but if not, there's always spring.
Oh, we got 19 people in there. That's the first I looked. This is the first. Well, I didn't get a live done last weekend because I was in Tennessee, and man, I was up there in the sticks, and there was no internet, and his internet is terrible. It's awesome. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I don't think I saw the whole thing though. I only saw the videos of him making it. I didn't see the real thing. Did you see it, Mike?
Oh yeah, he showed it to me. Yeah,
Okay.
it was awesome. Where's Redhead from? Oh, Redbeard, they're over in Kansas.
Redbeard, yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the like button. Buck does it.
Yeah. Just be careful on hitting buttons for Buck Does It, because then he comes and puts graffiti all over your stuff.
You know what happened?
I wasn't sure if he, intentionally did that, or if he just, couldn't see the banner. It's only 3 foot by 5 foot.
Yeah. Well, what happened was I let somebody use my marker to sign a banner, and the banner was wet, and then when he did, the marker got wet.
Ah.
And then when I signed yours, it was a little light on the one end, and I thought, well, I'm gonna sign over here and maybe dry it out a little. And so he'll find it sooner or later.
It was great.
Yeah, I'm glad you got a kick out of it.
Oh yeah.
Everyone involved did an amazing job to put this event on. Yeah, we stopped and thanked Dallas when he was doing something. Well, me and JB, I think it was, walking by, said, hey, those guys did a great job. And well, there he is right there. Let's thank him. So we stopped them and thanked them. Because those guys were busy the whole day, the whole 2 days running around.
Oh yeah.
All kinds of stuff. Punisher says, damn autocorrect. That's where you got Redhead from instead of Redbeard.
I was going to say, I got a bunch of redheads that are out there in the shop. I use them for wedge anchors.
But did you sign Ron English's shirt? Yeah, I did.
I did.
He signed my shirt too. He said, I got to sign somebody else's shirt. He said, give me your shirt. I said, go ahead.
Yeah, I let him sign my black shirt in black.
Did you? He did. Track and Travel Rick did. Hey, there's Terry Grover.
Hey, Terry.
I enjoyed seeing you guys race. Two of my favorite racers. Well, thank you.
Well, I'll be
fun.
posting tomorrow. I'm going to be putting up the video of me racing against Artemis, against
Did you race him?
Irish Outlaw. Oh
Okay.
yeah, he beat me bad, man.
Really?
I think he pulled like 2 or 3 extra plug wires off just so that he could make it a little more even, It still wasn't. And then I'm gonna include that with the one with me racing Night Wrencher. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was afraid of doing, is a red light.
Yeah, I didn't hit a red light. I was lucky to get on the gas before he got to the other end.
Yeah, that Pontiac Power.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to. I would rather a bad light than and see what we can do rather than red light and then.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even care. I just wanted to have fun, and I did. Goal accomplished, man.
Yeah.
You know, mission accomplished. I had fun. You know, that was all it was about for me, and meeting everybody there.
Well, you know, I never expected to get as many subs as I did. I was expecting to be like Dizzy, get down there with 400, 3.5 or something, and try to.
Yeah, look at you. You blew up, man. You're like 2,500 subs and all up in the world and all
Yeah.
that. I'm surprised you don't just walk around like this, you know.
Yeah, it's still growing.
I mean, I just hit 600 today.
Did you? Did you get a couple while you were there?
Oh, the last week I got about 50. I was stuck at below 550 for quite a while, you know, but I had slowed way down on the content, you know, because I'm trying to get other things done as well, you know. Mm-hmm. I got across the finish line and kind of let off the gas.
Yeah, I probably got 50 in about a week now too. I mean, you know, I'll tell you what's happening with some of them. They think I sound like Hank Hill. I'm telling you, I
come on. Okay, say it, Bobby. What? Propane is no laughing matter.
What pain was that?
Say propane is no laughing matter.
Bobby, propane ain't no laughing matter. There's Big Block 402. Oh,
hey, there's old Big Oil Down. Oh, I mean, there's that feller.
JB's still here. Oh, and Artemis surprised Outlaw.
Yeah.
Terry's on. His 60-foot time was better than Lucor's Le Mans. No, really?
Yeah,
I was sad to see Big Block's his window in his oil pan.
The window in the oil pan.
Yeah, that was. I thought, man, but I don't think he was worried about that. I think he has another engine for it.
Yeah. Put a breather on bottom.
Rich. He was here earlier, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You got a new personal best in the Mustang.
Nice.
He got 13 from the short of the first fail. Carnage gets views, yeah.
Yeah.
But what did I have? I was doing my live on the way down, and I said to everybody, hey, I'm going to shut the live off here because once I get off the highway, I'm going to lose you guys. So I shut it off, said goodbye. I says, when I get to my destination, I'll just put a quick short out that I got to my. So I get up there and I just says, hey, I made it here. The car is up in the driveway. It was 8 seconds. It shot to like 24,000 views in 20 minutes or something like that. And I had like 13 subscribers. And they were all going, you sound like Hank Hill. Is that Hank Hill? I don't hear it, but they did. That's the second time they said I sound like Hank Hill. And every time they did that, the views were high.
Nice. Big Block is now
a fresh built 402 for it already. Oh, look at that. See, it's nice to have stock. It's great, Steve. Big Block is now the Oiler 402. Well, you know what? Big Block called me Big Buck 455 because I got that engine now.
Unfinished project. Welcome.
Wow. He sent me a message, undefeated.
Well, sorry that I let you down, Unfinished project. We tried. We tried.
He's got his WOTA award beside him now. Yeah, they're cool. They're cool dudes, James and James. I was sitting in the Rusty Nova, and little James was doing a little interview. So yeah, Buck says he can drive faster than I can, or something. And I said, "You ready for this?" Or something like that. I forget. It was pretty funny though. You might see that on a video. Did you hurt the engine? Big block. I'll let him answer. There's Blockbuster. I was waiting for that one. Unfinished product. I have a wrist pin hanging out of the oil pan. UP. Leighton. Mostly old. Punisher. Saying hi again. But I was doing that live while I was driving. That was pretty cool. And then the one time I just turned the camera around and it just live went dead. I don't know what I did wrong. So then I was driving down the road trying to type and get a live going again. I'm like, you dummy, you should pull over. Putting that V8 in the Buick. Yeah, if it's a good one, why not?
Nice.
That way I can knock that rear out and have to put another one in. Yeah.
Well, hopefully next year I'll bring more than one car. You know, my little brother Ox there that was with me. I'll have him tote one and I'll tote the other one.
Buck, what is the plan for next year? Well, I don't know. I didn't have a plan this year. When I signed up, I was going to race my 2011 Chrysler 300. And then the next thing you know, I found this Skylark. And I thought, well, we'll get this put together and take it down. And then next thing you know, I thought, well, if I got it together, I would take it down. But then the next thing I know, JB called me out. So then I put it on a trailer and took it down. I would have liked to drive it down, but I wasn't going to drive it down with only 70 miles on it right around the house here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm old enough to know better than that.
Yeah. Well, I'm old enough to know better than a lot of things, but I'm still too young to resist.
Thanks, Big Block. Yeah, it did run good. It's been running good. That truck was fast. So the plan for next year, we'll just have to. I'll play it by ear. Really, never really was a planner.
Yeah.
Let's just say, Leighton saved the day for several people.
Yeah, UP. I was over there right after whenever Jed blew the transmission in Jezebel, and man, I crawled under there and looked at that. Was nasty. It's nasty. They tore that sucker up.
I'm glad it didn't drive his down. Yeah. Well, you know what? That was another thing that Buff said. He said, I'm trailering mine down because I want to weigh home. Hey, that's a good idea. I'm looking to go get a 76-ish Olds Omega. Could have a battle of the non-Novas. All right. We'll do it. Just do it. Well, I got to see if this engine's any good. It should be. I put a bore scope in it. There's some rust in the cylinders and stuff, but it doesn't look that bad.
All you got to do is just hammer on it. That'll knock that rust out of there. That's what I did.
That's what I said. I said a good run to 5,200 RPMs. That'll knock that rust out of there.
There you go.
But I'll get some content out of that. I'll tear the whole thing down, inspect it, and put it all back together, or send it out and get it straightened out. And
you know, that
I'm
3.8.
I don't like to spend money.
That 318 that I put in the Blockbuster, the valve covers were loose on it when I bought it, and it was just full of sludge on the top end.
Uh-huh.
I just put a bunch of degreaser and took a shop vac and sucked it all out of there, bolted on the valve covers, and sent it.
Yeah, and raced it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That Frankenstein truck is pretty neat looking. I like how
Oh,
he
yeah.
did that grill. I'm wondering if the purists gave him a hard time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. My truck, I'll do what I want with it.
Right. That's the cool thing about hot rodding and stuff. You can just do whatever you want.
Right. You know, I wonder if anybody goes up to them guys that build the rat rods and say, well, you shouldn't do it that way.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, Night Wrencher was talking about that Dodge truck. It's got a LS in it, but it had a Toyota transmission, had a Toyota 4-speed in it.
Right.
Yeah. And the Blockbuster has a Nissan sunroof, Ford
does it?
wheels. It has Ford wheels and a GM seatbelt. So there you go.
Yeah, Punisher, make sure you film that. I want to see it too. You're gonna pull his transmission apart. That made a hellish noise too.
Yeah, there was a little bit of carnage. I'm just really glad nobody wrecked, nobody got hurt. You know, there wasn't anything like that.
Yeah. 6332 RPM when the passes. He data logged. Oh, Outlaws, big block. We're going to need a bigger trailer for next year. Us too. We're glad we put it together. Yes, that was a crew right there. You had Russell, and then Big Block, and then Travis, and then who was the side of Travis? Was it Square Body, I think,
Yeah.
and then it was Ryan from Street Court Chronicles. I think he was right next to him. He had 6,500 on a recall when he broke. They're going to work on a bigger trailer.
Hmm.
Oh, Russell already called and is going to go help him pull the 402 out. Russell's a great guy, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's awesome in his videos, and in person, he's,
That was more awesome. Did you hear me?
what you do on the inside of that big block.
Your wife.
That's a
Yep.
secret. Bring anything to run. Did Travis bring anything to run? You mean Travis's Mopar, whatever his name is now.
Mopar Garage.
Right,
Yeah.
but the Travis we're talking about is Perpetual Projects Travis.
Yeah.
But Travis Mopar Garage or whatever. It
Yeah.
used to be Mopar Garage, not something else. But no, he
It was.
didn't bring anything. No.
Well, it was Travis Mopar Garage, then it was Travis Manic Garage, and then it was back to Travis Mopar Garage again. So I'm not sure where it is this week, but
Okay. Oh, Ryan Popcorn Chronicles. That's pretty good.
that's great. That sucker was popping, wasn't it?
Oh my God, all day long.
Wow.
He was having a hell of a time there.
Right on.
Hey, there's Blake. Almost done unpacking, said F it, time for a beer.
Yeah, Blake, I was hoping that I was going to be able to get in on that contest whenever they were giving stuff away, and they asked how dirty the Dirty Hippie was. Because I was just going to tell them the Dirty Hippie's so dirty that whenever the vacuum cleaner gets done, it unloads him.
Travis Mopar. Yeah, Travis Mopar Garage. That's what it was. But now it's different. So he has nothing special, really, just stock replacement, TRW pistons and flat tappet cam. 323 fabrication had a really nice welding rig. what did they just call him, Blake? He called him Backfire King Ryan Wing. But Punisher Lamont called him the Ryan Popcorn Chronicles. That was good. That's a good talks with the dirty hippie. Nacho Cuda run my car. Oh, ruined my car. Good to see you, buddy. Leighton. Yes, that was something. Nacho Cuda was solid. Man, he was always on the track. And he did the burnout, too. I thought he wasn't going to do the burnout to try to save the car.
So I'm just going to tell you, I think you need to just keep the Nacho Cuda, on the track. I mean, because when he was running on the streets when you tore it up the last time.
Sorry, Punisher. They're talking engines now.
Nice.
He got called out as popcorn racing at the restaurant. Good job, brother. I love the truck. Oh, that's cousin Mike is in the house. Yeah, Dirty Hippie had the burnout of the night for sure. Yeah, I thought he was going to win it. And if it was either Dirty Hippie or the Charger. For me, anyway.
Uh-oh, everybody straighten up.
Straighten up. You had a front row seat. What, were you in the car, John? Yeah, big block. He pulled it off the trailer and launched it right away. Was it loud, John? He had a long 2 days of work. Missed that one. Fireworks. Friday night, too. I thought Hippie had it. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't see his car. Well, he was at the starting line. The steering line. Autocorrect.
Yeah.
Like redhead. Hippie done the first ever trailer burnout at the first ever no-name nationals.
Nice.
Yeah, I missed a lot after I left. Now, I'm actually in Lambert's now. Left the track about an hour ago. Wow. Well, have a roll on me. Did you go to Lambert's, Mike?
No, I did not. We didn't get in until late Thursday night, about 10 o'clock, because I had the driveline issues before I left. I had to rebuild it. And then, of course, doing the track thing and all that. Never did make it over there.
Nice event, John. Enjoyed following the builds and watching Jonathan do a live streaming. Thanks, brother. Yeah, those guys did a great job putting all that together, and that's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of work just to get there, and then once you're there, you got all that work to do, too. Trying to keep everything organized. The rolls were amazing. Yes, they are. Sucks to have Carnage, but it's awesome at the same time. Where's Don English? Or was it Ron English? He got my first autograph. Yeah, the rolls were hot too. Yep. Yeah, I filled up on the rolls. I couldn't even eat my whole meal. Had a pile of work to do, all tear down and accounting, but everyone left the place spotless. Nothing stolen or broken. Our community is incredible. Man, that's great to
Awesome.
hear, John. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, me too. That's awesome.
Yeah, because that doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I kept hearing that over and over and over about how everybody was just so amazed that the people that they met in person were the people that they had met online here, you know what I mean, in the lives and stuff like that, that we're all actually, you know, who we are. And we're not just like a keyboard persona.
Right. Big Block got everything unloaded this afternoon and made a few calls for a new engine. I think I'll be all set by next weekend. Look out. What's this one? Blake, how about your drunk buddy last night during the awards deal? That shows the respect for one another. That's right.
Yeah.
I had a whole bunch of people that made, you know, let me know that they safe travels and let me know when you make it. And that's why I thought, well, hey, easiest way to answer everybody is just do a live.
There you go.
I'll probably make a video of the debrief for everyone. So much to say. Larry Jeffers was there today and impressed how clean we left it and how much we all ate from the concessions. Cool.
Well, we ain't all a bunch of little tiny fellers. Somebody may have had a couple of cheeseburgers.
Let's just say, man, that guy was drunk as dude at the place. A perfect light. Wasn't me.
No. My closest was 0.23.
Man, my closest was 0.89. Well, so, but I was only expecting to run once, and then you asked me, and I said, sure, why not?
I was only expecting to run once too because I thought that's all it might do.
What's he say here? I was sad when the pork nachos ran out.
Right,
Oh.
me too. I didn't get any. I was really upset. I was like, I almost cried a little.
I'm frightened to see how many of them need to be edited. Man, yeah. I was thinking there must have been 1,432 cameras there. Everybody had a camera. Which that, you know, we're all YouTube people, so definitely going to be that way. That silver GTX did, I think. Oh, really? Sorry you ate them all. Oh, that was Leighton said, sorry, Perpetual, I ate the nachos. Dang it, Leighton. What's he say here? The world aluminum price will drop when they recycle the cans from BTP pit. Perpetual Projects ate the nachos in the first round. Oh, Leighton he only had 5 nachos. Was that 5 orders or just 5 nachos? Links should be pinned up there. Anybody wants to join in. I didn't look lately. Yeah, it's still pinned up there. What do you call it? Hey, there's Andrew. Hello, Andrew. Driving back. Good evening. Hey, Andrew, are you driving straight back or are you going to stop? Because I had to stop. I left yesterday but then, like I said, I do a lot of dilly-dallying. I stop and then walk around because I get stiff. My hip starts hurting and ass is sore, and I just got to stop.
Getting old ain't for sissies, is it?
It isn't. I thought I could handle it, but I can't. I can't.
I tell you, man, I come hobbling in here this afternoon, and I just was like, oh, man, I need a nap. I faced down on the bed and took an hour nap.
Well, I was walking around Friday. I don't know how many times I walked back and forth, and then I'm like, man, I need to sit down. I sat down. I'm like, I ain't getting up.
Yeah.
I took a couple of leave, and I was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Straight through. Wow. 78 down, 115.
Mm.
Wow, that's pretty good, Andrew. I don't think I would have been able to do it straight through.
Mm.
I think a little white Dakota still has it. Uh-oh, Big Block lost his voice, along with a wrist pin.
But he hadn't lost our respect.
No, that's right. Crazy, right? Yep. In all seriousness, the pits were spotless. I didn't have to pick up hardly anything. Everyone was awesome. No fights, no drama. It was great.
Yeah. Well, we made sure to clean up around our area, so we didn't leave trash.
That's a hell of a drive there, Andrew. 1240. I think I had 890 miles. I come up through Kentucky. Kentucky wasn't bad at all, but man, you're coming through Kentucky out there on the interstate. There's nothing. There's no rest areas. There's no exits with anything on it. They're just trees. And then I get into West Virginia, and man, there was some nasty hills.
My longest straight through drive was from here to Oregon, to Woodburn, Oregon, 2,025 miles, made it in 34 and a half hours.
Wow.
Left on a Friday night and got there on a Sunday morning.
Wow.
And that was a lot of coffee and no-dos.
Well, here's one for you. Who else was amazed by the dirt track car?
Yeah, Russell had that thing going, man. That was awesome.
When he raced Big Block, he was wiggling at the finish line.
Yeah.
Hey, Perpetual Projects, John found a piece of your U-joint today on the track. You want him to mail that back?
Hey, John, you weren't in here earlier. I just want to let you know real quick that I have already pledged to bring the first award for next year's event, because I'm going to take the drive line out of the hoopty, and that's going to be the award for whoever destroys their drive line, because that that hoopty drive line made it down the track 3 times without breaking. So that's going to be the Busted Drive Line Award. I'm going to give them one that won't bust.
But Unfinished Project put Leighton's link up there in case anybody's not subbed to him. He only has 380 subs. That's criminal. If you're not subbed, go hook him up now. He's also going to throw up a community post to try to help him out. Cool. Thank you, Unfinished. Blake had 510 miles. Candy Cane was amazed for sure. That was with the stock car.
Yeah.
Travis says, LOL. Sorry, John. I tried to pack out everything I brought in. you missed that piece of dry shaft. He was changing gear like Speed Monkey.
Yeah. But he was explaining to me how you shift that thing. And I was like, I couldn't keep up. I'm just a simple guy. I couldn't keep up.
Frankenstein's is sub to you there, Leighton.
Oh, I've been signed up to Leighton.
Hey, John, did you find a piston ring laying anywhere? Oh, Blake got you too there, Leighton. Auto salvage. Well, you at 150 away. No, you're closer to that to 1K, aren't you? Than 158. Maybe not. I'll go look. Thanks, guys. Yeah, 158 from 1K. Okay. I thought you were closer than that. Because weren't you stuck on like 826 for a while there, auto salvage? There you go, Leighton. Punisher's already subbed. But so Buff had some more blowouts. And then Leighton had a blowout too in his truck. Big Block had to go rescue him. Is that why there was a snow tire on the front of your truck there, Leighton? $842, okay. The Outlaw. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I still want to do my Saturday Night Live, and then I guess Barrows is still going to do his open mic too. So I'll have to figure out what to do, or just do a yak session like we're doing here. I'd like to keep that going though. I like doing that. Oh, when he was sick for 6 weeks, I heard. Yeah, I remember. Barrows telling me that he didn't post a video, and it was like YouTube put him back on the bottom again.
Yeah. Well, I know I was off for a couple of weeks whenever we were down with the COVID again too, man, and that was.
There's Auto Salvage Outlaws link if you don't have it. Looks like he's going to bring Earl next year. Is that your Ford F100 Earl? I think that's what it is. The Rat Rod wagon made it home safe, in case anybody's wondering. A couple people came by to see it. There's Frankenstein's link. In case you're not hooked up with Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yep, 351 Windsor's coming out. It was good hanging with you, Leighton. Feel like I was running my ass off all weekend. Oh, he blew a rear tire. Okay, I missed that. Side oiler, look out. He's mean in business. Uncle Tony's still alive.
Well, gents, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here, and just thought I'd jump on, say hey to everybody, tell you stop putting graffiti on people's stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. I didn't think about it. You know, I just thought about it now. Remember when Uncle Tony was running around Kiwis putting stickers on everything?
Yeah.
I should have done the same thing.
And for all those guys that were there that sticker bombed my car, I appreciate that. Every time I come back to the car, I'll be like, there's stickers in the seat. But
Here's
all right,
here's a
guys.
good one for
Hey,
you. The Bad Tree
everybody.
Productions Aluminum Can Recycling Company. There's their link.
Okay. Right on. Gentlemen, y'all have a good evening. I'm going to get off of here, and
All right.
I'm
Thanks
going
for
to get
stopping
some
by.
relaxation in. So
Yeah.
we'll be
I
all,
wasn't going to stay much longer anyway.
yeah, we'll all be getting together eventually again, and it's going to be fun. So
There's 162 Customize and says hi.
hey, Jeff, thank you. It was good to run in it, man. It was well, it was good to take it down the strip. I won't say run, but I'm glad it made it. So we'll holler at y'all later, man. Y'all take good care.
Thanks for stopping by, Mike. We'll talk to you later.
See you, brother.
All right. Then there was one. Okay. He walked about 20 miles. Yeah. In the pits, right, Leighton? There's 162's link too. Unfinished projects link. The Dart Sport. Unfinished says, hey, JB. And scheme undoing an outside no name national sticker. Well, thank you, Jeff. I handed a bunch of your stickers out. I still have some left, but everybody that saw the rat rod wagon liked it. They all thought it was cool. And a couple people come over just walking by. What is that? Yeah, Leighton, I just ordered mine last night when I was sitting in the restaurant waiting for my food. I thought, man, I better order stickers. Well, thank you, Andrew. I just found out today that I won it. I didn't know. Didn't expect it to get anything. But it was so cool. I mean, I don't know how many people come up and thank me for helping them, and I mean, even Buzz come over and said something too. But I mean, I was, like I said to Buzz, I was just doing a thing. I was just trying to help out. Sport, yep. Hey, Rich, were you there? Because I didn't see you there. What'd you win, Buck? I heard I won the Princess Award. Definitely earned it. Well, thank you. And thank you, Blake. If I can get it to run in the 9s, I'll be happy. Colleen says hi. She's driving. Hi, Colleen. Oh, he was watching on the live stream. Thank you, Jeff. See if we missed any. Hey, so man, same. Over at the campsite, we were watching some of the live when we could, anyway. MMM. Oh, there's Mustangs, Mopars, and minivans. He was another one that made it that Friday. Wasn't it Friday? Along with Dizzy. Thanks for the call out. John, when you get the new list, let me know and we'll start on next year's. Man, give the guy a break there, Auto Salvage. I'm sure he will. And if not, we'll get you hooked up somehow. And I did get lucky and meet Gene Winfield. Have a video on it. Yeah, I saw the post about it. I didn't get to see it yet though. He was at the gate panhandling. Yeah. So was Dizzy. How about Dodge Whisperer making to the final with the smallest tires in the class? So happy for Clean Hippie. Cool. I missed that part. Enjoyed the guys in old neglected cars and trucks, bring them back to life and racing them. You don't see that kind of stuff. Original is. Yeah, Buzz was there. Yeah, he was there. Dodge Whisperer's car ran consistent all day. It was awesome. Seeing it run so well. So that's who it's all okay. So Dodge Whisperer lost the Venom. Oh, he was worried about him. The water heater. Mopar's won every event, I think. Well, except for the monkey bike. So you got, yeah. Well, there was a lot of Mopars there too. Deck was stacked. Okay, where was I going? I was going somewhere. I'll give it another 10 minutes and roll out. I'm getting tired again. It's already 10 o'clock. Looks like Uncle Tony's still going. Might be. Yep, he's still going. And yeah, I was just gonna say something. I can't think of what it was. And JB's still hanging around here too. Okay. I'll stick around then, Big Block. Thanks for letting me. Congratulations, we did great. No losers at the end. That's for sure. There was no losers. Anybody that made it is a winner. And even hey Jeff, you don't owe me anything. That's what we do around here. We try to help each other. There's, hey, thank you, Patrick. I I want to say it for everyone. Thank you for helping everyone get their subscribers. We all appreciate it. Thank you. You know what? Tall Garage said that to me. I ran into him, Ken. He said, "You know what, Buck?" He said, "You never got to review my channel." I said, "Why?" He says, "I was up next on the list and I hit 500 and you never got to review it." I said, "Well, let me see if I can do something about that." Well, looks like you only got 100 miles left. Wow. Man, you're a trooper there, Andrew. Wow, that's great. Hi, BNR. Okay, Travis. You have a great night yourself. Wendy English made it in the house. 162 Customizing link. Go check them out. You can check the hot rod or the rat rod wagon that he built. Andrew, add me where I can pull you up and help you get subs. Good night, Travis. And a blast. Mopars, Mustang. My first pass was 1189. My personal best is 1043. I'll get faster. Had me beat. BNR still at 464. That's not a quarter-mile track. It's smaller. Yeah, it was. There's Nelson's link. Nivlac 57. $36 to go, Buck. Hello, everyone, for that matter. Good night, Travis. You know, and I forget the count, but it was, I think there was like 24 lives that I did, live reviews of people's channels. You got personal best of 0.804. Who's that? Oh, there's Bad Tree Blake. Hello, Blake. Sorry.
Hey, man. Excuse me.
You can finish eating.
My voice is gone.
Oh, you and Big Block
402, yeah.
Yeah.
I was screaming like down at the starting line a couple times. So
Cool. Well, you know, it's just like you come back home from a concert, it's the same way from screaming.
yeah.
Yeah. That way, you know, you had fun.
I know. It was the best time I've ever had. Ever. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. That'd be my children and my lovely old lady. But this was the best. It was awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't going to miss it.
No.
I was getting there whether I had subs or not.
I feel bad for the people that didn't make it.
Yeah, and you know, hopefully all the videos that they see, they can see what they missed. There's Irish Outlaws link.
Yeah, Patrick. You had to when Venom's there on the line. I was telling J Ray on the end of the small tire shootout. Venom's sitting there running. And I go, you don't have a chance in the world to beat Venom except for try to burn him down and make him run out of fuel or something. And just, you know, mess with him at the line. It took him forever to stage. And obviously Venom just wiped the slate with everybody. But, you know, you got to try something, right? And Redbeard Racing, he earned that. He earned that win. What a great guy, too.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
It was good to meet you, too, man.
Yes. I didn't get to meet J-Bo, though. I saw him there, but I never got to go shake his hand. You know?
He's a pretty busy guy. I'm not gonna do every single event again. I was running my ass off the entire time.
Well, every time I turned around, the old Nacho Cuda was flying down the track.
Yeah, she did make a lot of passes.
I said, man, there he goes again.
I hot lapped it 3 times in a row.
Wow,
And it ran 790s every single time.
cool. Yeah, Patrick just asked how many passes you made.
I don't know. Dallas told me he'd think I was probably the car most on the track, and I'd say, I don't know, probably in the 20s, maybe. Maybe. Then I tried to roll it in the burnout contest.
You took a lot of grass with you on that one spin.
I kept trying to keep burnout in second, then I went for more wheel speed in third. And every time I'd go to shift to third, I'd hit neutral. I'd lose.
Oh, is that what was happening?
That's what kept happening to me. So every time I would get some good wheel speed going, and I wanted to do like a big wide drift, as soon as I go to hit in the third, I'd go to neutral, I'd lose that wheel spin, and I just like short dive into the grass, which was really pissing me off. Because I watched Dirty Hippie out there just tire fry, and I wanted to just go nuts, do the same thing.
That was awesome. It didn't take long. He had that much smoke, couldn't see his car.
Oh my God. He went straight to bed after that, after all that tire smoke inhalation. He felt like shit.
DLI Duster sounds super mean under boost. Hey Doug, were you there, or are you just listening on the live or on the videos? Was Doug there? Blake, did you see Doug?
Say who? What's his channel?
Doug Norden there. Doug Norden.
Oh, I'm not. I got to be honest with you. It's all kind of a blur anymore.
Yeah.
So many people that came to our pits and just walking around and meeting everybody that I'll just say yes. Because I think I met every single person at the track. It was such a good time.
He just got home from a little road trip for a set of big block Dodge truck headers and stainless. Oh, yeah. There's Tony's hot rod. He was here. I saw him earlier. I wanted to ask him if he got a bump in substance for going there, because I know he didn't have a whole lot. Just curious, Tony. You don't have to answer it if you don't want. But I know when I think it was Barrows put his channel up that one time, he only had like 12 subscribers or something, and some of the stuff he was doing was pretty neat. Oh, Doug said he was there in spirit. Okay, cool. So you just saw the videos.
Okay. That was pretty cool that they were able to live stream under Will Burns' channel during the whole event. And that they had kind of a camera crew walking around.
I had a hell of a time with the internet, and my Tony's at 196. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So there, Tony picked up about 60. That's cool, Tony. I'm glad to hear that. I need to remember that. Yeah. Yeah. There's J-Bo's channel.
Oh, damn it.
Tony still has a ton of footage to post. I didn't film it. I should have filmed more stuff than I did. There's J-Bo. Hello, J-Bo. I was just talking about that. Yeah, I didn't get to shake your hand, J-Bo. Next time.
It's definitely going to be a next time kind of event, guys.
Yeah, I was telling a couple people, even Buzz, I says, so I sort of can't wait till the new list comes out. People under 500 get to go review their channels again. Please don't sub my channel.
He doesn't post anything. He's got stuff on there from like 2007. That's just animation, like clip art.
Well,
that he can make.
Unfinished project. I was gonna do a live yesterday, and then I got on the sister and my best friend and my girlfriend, and then next thing you know, I was too tired. And once I get up into Lexington, man, is that a mess to drive through? So I didn't do the live last night. So then I'm on the way home today. I was going to, and then it rained most of the way, and coming through West Virginia. Oh my God, the highway's terrible. It's there's nothing but curves and rain. I'm not risking my life for a live, so that's why I didn't do it. I wanted to though. I had it all set up.
So it's the day after. Anybody got any new projects for the potential next No Name Nationals? I'm already thinking about stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, I picked up a big block Buick while I was there, 455. Nice. So let's see if it's any good, or if it's savable, and see how much. I'm usually cheap. I don't want to spend any money, but let's see. Plus, it's I'll tear it down and see what I got. I mean, I put a bore scope in already. The cylinders look a little rusty, but I don't see any big pits or anything.
Right.
He says it turns over, but it has a rough spot. There's Big Block. There he is. The window man.
Yep. We got it unloaded. Pulled it off the truck today. No voice here either, Blake. Same as you, buddy.
Oh, I told you you're a shoe-in for that damn oil down award.
Man.
Oh, look at that.
I tried to get Joe. I tried to get Joe from Family's Garage. I just said, if you get the Z28 and hold it on the floor until it stops, I'll give you the award. He said, no, I'm good. I said, it's not the one I wanted.
Oh, look at this, the Holy Candy Cane.
The Holy Candy Cane.
Yeah.
Yeah, my very first race was actually against the Holy Goat, and there's quite a few videos of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have one of that. I think I posted it too.
Did you? I know John Wilbur, or no, was it Two Hacks that posted one? He was in the car.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Unfinished. He might still be in here though. Maybe he'll answer it. I was wondering if the Nivlak got his the time he was looking for. He was having a hard time.
Looking up
traction.
Yeah.
I think he crossed lanes once in Test and Tune. Yeah, he was running solo. So yeah, he's making a lot of steam, dude.
Wow.
Yes, he was.
They're almost home now too.
Yeah, I felt terrible for Ryan, the popcorn backfire king.
Oh my God, yes.
Those twin electric thermal quads were just giving him hell.
Nivlek got him fixed up though, so he figured it out. Most of it, he had a big vacuum leak. Nivlek went over and put his finger right on the vacuum leak and said, "This is your problem."
Oh, really?
It was one of them.
One of them. One
of the problems.
But yeah, it still ran. It still is backfiring like crazy.
I asked him, I said, has anyone ever ran dual snipers on a tunnel ram before? He said, no, they called Holly. No one's done it yet. He wants to be the first to make it work so he can do how-to videos and stuff on it.
Yeah, I talked to him on the phone probably, I don't know, daily. And he's like always telling me I'm super out of my comfort zone and I'm just trying to learn and doing it on my, trying to figure it out. And once he does,
that's right.
Awesome.
I'm very interested in how much fuel that car will burn with that system on there after it's done. I mean, will it?
Ton.
when it
All
works.
of it. Just
I
what
wonder
part
how
Joe was on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I wanted so bad to go against him in the final, and I got matched up with 318 Will Run. And I watched that van get halfway down the track.
Yeah.
There's some drool coming out of the corner of my mouth. Next thing I know, the light's green. I'm like, oh shit, it's time to go.
My brother got in my head. He said, you got to race Joe. So if you don't get him on the tree, he's consistent. I said, well, I'm going to get him on the tree. And I cut a 492. He said, Joe said, you cut that tree down. I said, I know if I didn't get you on the tree, I had no chance. So,
Well, I mean, I think everybody had that kind of mindset that you got to get on the tree if you're going against them, right?
that's why the first 3 races were red lights on him.
Yep. His first 3 rounds, he's like, people are just, here you go.
Yeah.
But
There you go, UP.
Pat said he burned 4 gallons going to Lambert's and back. I tell you what, on our trip to Lambert's, it was John and Mr. Haney. It was Chad, Travis, Perpetual, and me were the first 4 heading in our little group heading that way. And every stop sign smelled like burnt fuel and bad decisions. And there was, skid marks. It was, the black marks were awesome. So that was a fun trip. That's why I put insurance on my truck right before we left. I called Geico and said, I need insurance right now. Hey, I can cancel it now though, because I may not need it for a month or 2.
maybe. Yeah, I thought I broke the car the first night going to Lambert's. I was coming back and we're all hammering on it, leaving stop signs, heading back to the track. Like, God dang it sounds different. What the fuck's going on? Or sorry for cussing. And I was kind of like really worried that I screwed the car up somehow right before the event. And I look in the exhaust on the passenger side's dragging, disconnected. Like, okay, looks like the rest of the exhaust is coming off.
Well, after I did the burnout, when I did the only time I spun it around just a little and my fuel sloshed in the carburetor, truck died. And after that, the sound was totally different. And when I started it yesterday morning, it was making a little noise in it. And I thought I could adjust it out of the lifters, but it wasn't a lifter noise. It wasn't
It was a
happy
wrist pin noise.
It wasn't happy in the piston area.
Man, it's amazing going on YouTube and seeing all the shorts and videos that are already popping up.
I know. Last night I was looking. I'm like, there's people with full videos already launching on there.
JB's working on his now. I guess the race between me and him.
I haven't even taken the cards out of these cameras yet.
4 GoPros and 1 drone. I took one to Lambert's where I had the GoPro up as I caught a roll. And I took that roll and I threw it at Wilburn. Oh,
Yeah, I think
it's gonna be
that drone,
fun.
the drone picture of you flying over all the cars parked is going to be so cool, man.
Yeah, I'm
That's
glad
gonna
I
be
brought it.
Yeah.
And it never landed in anybody's pits, so that's a plus. Man, the first night of competition, I think our pit closed down at about 3:30 a.m. There's about 30, 40 empty beer cans on Duddy's trunk lid. And moonshine glass and all different kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I think I had a moonshine bottle in our pit area Friday night.
Wow, it looks like I missed some cookies. Mostly old parts and rust. Jason said, I'll park to you next every year. Your wife's cookies are delicious.
Oh, when we went back, when Chad and I went back to pull my truck on the trailer down at the burnout area, we found a GoPro battery laying on the ground. So we just, threw it in the truck. It was in the grass.
Huh.
Someone down there during the burnout dropped their. I guess they were trying to change their battery. Dropped it.
Is it for like a 9 to 11?
I
Or is
can't
it
tell.
the smaller 7 or 8? Looks like a newer one.
It looks like a newer
Well,
one.
my 7 has one of those. Yeah.
Does it?
Yep.
Well,
One
that's
just like that.
That's the big style, I think.
I just need to know what I need to buy, which one I need to buy, because I got the
And that-
battery.
A 9, 10, or 11.
9, 10, or 11.
8 and 7 are smaller. They just came out with the alpaca battery that lasts like 4 hours, I guess. So, I'm dreading it, going through all the hours of footage, trying to make
I
it
was
all make
standing over
sense.
by James and James, and I heard a car fire up behind me. I turned around and Buff is smiling. He got that Pontiac running. I was like, "Oh my!" I got my camera out. I'm like, "He got the damn car running." That was so cool.
Somebody said he took it for a ride around the track. Or
He made several traps or pit in the pit stop or pit area. He circled
Okay.
around several times. Yep.
so he had enough brakes on it to do that, huh?
I'm not sure he had low gear. He had low
Okay.
gear.
Peckerwood Customs, you need to start making content, bud. You got that care package we sent you all the way to Australia. You said you filmed opening from like a year ago. Oh. Anyway, boys, I don't think I can talk anymore, so I'm pretty much useless on this.
Well, thanks for stopping by there, Blake.
Yes, I just wanted
Yep.
to come in and say it was great to meet you guys and everybody.
Yeah, it was great meeting you,
It
man.
was good. Yep.
And sorry
Appreciate
if I was
everything you've done to
running
help
around.
John and get this going. It's
Hey,
awesome.
we're here to help, man.
I just want to see it
That's
happen
right.
more. See it happen again, man. That's going to be great. Gonna happen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Be on the lookout.
Later, Brandon.
Peace out.
Yeah, Doug. Buff was thrashing the whole time. I was really happy to see him get that car started. Saw the craters being left in the pavement.
Oh, was that from the Charger?
Yeah.
That was cool when it just kept smoking after he left.
Unfortunately, my shifter cable was not adjusted correctly. It was staying in second gear, so I couldn't keep it in first gear when I was doing mine, which was probably a good thing because my motor didn't last anyway. So I was going to try to keep my tires going until they were done, but I couldn't hold it in first gear.
Good night, 162.
All right, 162. Yeah, there yesterday. I kept looking up, and they would call the Buick Skylark going down the track, and I'd look, and there you were running.
Yeah.
You made it. I think you were racing Big Mike, and you did JB twice.
Yeah, just no JB once, and then he just wanted to go once down the track. I said, all right.
I thought you raced JB Friday and Saturday.
No, just Saturday. We were gonna. I was ready to race anytime he wanted to,
Okay.
and then
Buick
he said, "Well, let's just do it tomorrow."
The Buick sounds good. It sounds good going down the track.
Yeah, it runs really good. I mean, it's dead in the beginning, but it picks up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a 3.8, and that could, somebody else rebuilt that carburetor. I never had it apart.
Well, John Wilburn, that's awesome to hear that. I'm glad the community cleaned up and supported the concession stand like you said they did, to make him not mad at us for anything. So that's great.
Tony Wynn. Yeah, it does. I mean, there's probably, I mean, it's up to Jeffers yet, but he wants to do it. It looks like happy to host it. Depends on a few things. So whatever them few things are, hope all the stars align.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's far for me to get there, but it really isn't that bad. Worst part is getting through Paducah into. When you get out of Paducah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're in Kentucky,
right.
Illinois, and then Missouri.
Yeah.
I
See,
don't think
Patrick,
there's
yeah,
easy-
I've actually reached out to someone that already has a 402 short block that's freshly built, new pistons and everything, but I'm going to get it and I'm going to tear it apart and put H-beam rods in it. And if it don't already have a steel crank, I'm going to put a steel crank in it.
Oh, cool.
I wanted to support at least 150 shot of nitrous or so. Hopefully my heads aren't damaged because I do have a piston that's disintegrated because the top of the rod and the wrist pin's hanging out of the oil pan, so the piston's somewhere.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's all in the oil pan, but hopefully, I mean, I do have steel heads, so hopefully they're not damaged too bad.
Right. Or if it broke while it was on the downstroke.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right though, but
Yeah. The block has got to be busted though because there was milk, there was water in my oil.
oh, okay. I thought it was kind of milky. When Tower Staff came to the burnout contest to watch and loved it. They never get to do stuff like that.
Hey, John, I met with the track manager last night before I left, and I apologized for oiling down that track. He said, man, I just wish I would have got the scraper, went out there and scraped it up. Then we could have had it burned off really fast. He said he actually went the slow way about cleaning it up. He said he had a faster way to do it. He just didn't think of it right then. But I really thought my rocker arms came off is why it started missing. I didn't think the rods came loose and exited stage right and stage left, both sides of the oil pan. That oil pan it's gold. It matches my intake and stuff. So I'll clean it up and it'll be maybe I'll bring the oil pan to No Name Nationals next year for the set with the old my WOTA, the WOTA award. I'll set it on top of the oil pan. That'll be something cool. I mean,
Well, did you see Big Mike's going to bring his drive shaft after he changes it? Give that away if somebody busts the drive shaft. Did you ever see that video how he made that drive shaft?
No, I didn't.
No. It's just a bolt holding two pieces of pipe together.
Oh, really?
and the hole where the bolt goal is ovaled out so it could slide back and forth. Yeah.
Oh. That's some Northeast Arkansas engineering right there, boy.
Oh yeah. It worked though. He went down the track a few times.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I seen him make a couple passes in the car. I looked up and here he came, and his car runs good.
Yeah. So Jed was in the running for worst oil down until Steven grenaded the engine down in the right lane. Barclay, the track manager, was cool about it. We had minimal carnage overall.
Yeah, Barclay's a really cool guy. Like I said, I talked to him afterwards, and he was super cool about it.
Looks like they want your oil pan for the worst oil down award trophy.
Yeah, I'll have it. A rod and piston. Would you like a rod with a piston or the rod and because they're different? I'm gonna have different ones. Russell called me this morning, John. He wants to come over when I'm pulling it out to also make some content about it. There he is, the man with the other oil pan.
Howdy. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. That's just say I'm just gonna start calling you Oiler. That was a lot of oil and water, apparently.
Luckily, I didn't have my big oil pan on this engine. I was going to swap it out before No Name, and I thought, I don't have time to swap out the oil pan because I've got a big Moroso oil pan out here, and now I'm glad it's not on there because I've got it for the next engine.
Yeah, I was actually just I made like a little short video. Like I literally got out of my truck, parked. I put my James and James trophy on the hood, and I grabbed the GoPro and put out a little video. I tagged a bunch of people in it, so if you see it, you do. I don't know. I honestly now, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I got home and I turned and I looked at that Ranchero and I was like, oh no, I needed to stop just for a little while. But I've already I noticed in the chat, I can't see it on my phone, but I got my tablet on. I was thinking about it. I put a thing on there. I said, to Dallas and John and everybody, just, let's start planning now because I want to build a car. I've already got one in mind. Yeah, Buff made it home.
Cool deal, man. Hey, that rocker arm that's on your trophy you got from James and James is that's a 1.7 big block Chevrolet rocker arm. I had a couple of them laying in the garage. He's like, "You got any spare parts you can bring in for a trophy?" So we made that at work.
He told me that.
Work on night shift last week.
That's awesome. I got a video of their last run. That last run they did when they finally got it dialed in, and I'm right behind the car.
I was right behind him also. That thing.
I tell you, that is the nastiest sounding small block I think I've ever heard. That thing, for just being a small block Chevy, it is something else. And
I don't know if you know this.
You throw the liquid cocaine at it.
That is his slowest car that he has. That's his slowest. That's his slowest car. Yeah, he's got fast cars at his dyno shop. But him and Little James built that car together, and he lets Little James drive it. So that's what he brings. Because his other cars, he races at Sykeston already. He's got a 67 Ford Nova that just.
I just loved hearing it start next to me every day.
I know it sounds so good. He's so professional at how he sets that car up. He's zeroed in on everything he's doing. I mean, I was impressed watching him work on that car. And I work with him.
Yeah,
at work. We work in the same department.
I don't know. Now I got a damn itch though. Seeing everybody do it. And that's why I was saying, Buck, I found an Olds Omega in my salvage yard that I go to, and it's other than the floors, it's in good shape, and it still has the original 350 Olds in it.
Okay.
And it's black with gold stripes.
Wow.
And they said I could buy it from them if I wanted to. And I thought, oh man, make me the non-Nova race, It's like everything that ain't a Nova.
Looks like I'll have to hang on to the Buick for a little longer.
No, maybe. I got, I got my colors.
Keep talking.
There you go, Andrew.
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew, we'll try to help you
50
out.
50 more miles to go.
Yeah. He's going by my house in a little bit. I'm only like 25 or 30 miles from him.
Yeah, hell, I thought 190 miles was a long way. Of course, I drive a truck all day. It's like, what do you want to do for vacation? Oh, let's go for a drive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I did like the Javelin. That thing it just acted like a normal car. It came all the way home. We didn't have any trouble.
Cool.
I think I put a little bit of oil in it when we was down there in Sykeston, but even I couldn't believe it. The ambulance, other than my stupidity of letting a plug wire get down to the steering knuckle and get ripped out off the wire, and I still got a 13-second car with 7 cylinders.
Wow.
That Javelin's one of my top 5
Yeah,
cars. I love that car.
I really do what?
So that Javelin is one of my top 5 cars. I've always loved those cars.
Well, I'm working on something. I might be able to make that happen if I can get them to let me have all of them. I know there's 12 sitting.
Oh my gosh.
One spot. The guy used to race them. There's parts here, parts there. Some are complete, some aren't. They're all 71 to 74, just like my Javelin is.
That's the ones I like, actually. The ones that people don't
Yeah.
like, that's the ones I like.
I like them after they retooled that front fender. That's kind of iconic, the Humpster or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Just don't mess around with the AMC crowd. I'm telling you that right now. If you ever thought some of the Mopar guys are bad, holy cow! AMC guys, I got one of them call me and say, "I watched your channel. I will never ever sell you another part as long as I live."
Oh wow.
They were, how can you do that? You know, sheet metal screws and this, that, and the other. And I'd say, well, that's fine. You know, I drove it 2,000 miles. What's yours doing? Well, it's in the garage. Okay.
So me putting that Pontiac
And no matter
motor in
what
my
you do,
AMC,
fully.
There you go,
There's
Buzz.
Buff.
I literally just
made
walked
it
in
home.
the door. I made it home.
Awesome, dude.
That's
What?
a win right there.
What a drive, man.
Wow.
It's
I'll be
supposed
right
to
back.
be 6 hours and 45 minutes. And what time did we leave, Irish?
Oh, God. What time did we leave, Amber? Do you know?
It was around noon,
It
wasn't
was
it?
around noon.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So here it is.
Yeah, it was
It's
noon.
supposed to be 7 hours, and it's 9.5 hours later. Lord.
Yeah. I haven't heard from, Austin's home.
Oh, good.
He made it home. He got another damn backup in Indianapolis, like 2 hours, man. It's like,
That's crazy.
we didn't have very much of that, thank God, because
Yeah.
we were ready to get home. We got dogs and another one sitting here at home, bored to death, and he decided to toilet paper his own house. That's how bored he was. But yeah, well, I'm glad you made it, man, because you were having a hell of a time. You said you about lost your car. Is that what happened?
Well, so I had the blowout, and apparently Chad from Square Body Stuff was right close behind me when that happened. So the blowout time, he was able to catch up to me. So I pulled over to get fuel and check a few things under the hood, and he thought maybe I was having issues. So he pulled into the gas station just to say, hey, I'll follow you to my place. You know, that way you at least have somebody. Well, God, I'm glad he did, because we get into some small town and I've been cruising along, no problems at all that I knew of. And I come up to a stoplight and I felt like a bump against the truck. And I didn't know if something had shifted or what.
Yep.
So then I go to take off and I feel that bump again, the opposite direction. And I start to pull away, and boy, Chad he comes right around me and they're flagging me down. I pull over and he goes, your car almost hit my truck and fell off the trailer. And what happened was, I know. So we strapped it down good, but here's what happened. I figured it out. When I changed out that other spare tire and I re-looped everything together to secure it down, the tire slipped and somehow released the ratchet strap holding the car. Like it hit something and it released it. So it slowly worked its way loose. So when I get to town, it shifted forward. And then when I took off, it shifted back. It was still attached, but barely. And had he not been there, I may not even have stopped. So thank you, Chad.
I used to use those ratchet straps back in the day whenever I had my Fox body, and I lost my Fox body off the back of a trailer.
Well, you saw I had a chain binder. I
The
should have
strap
just used that.
let loose, the gearing stripped. Yeah. This
I should've
Artemis,
just
I had
used
him
that.
chained in the front with a log chain and in the back with a log chain. I was like, you ain't coming off, you big son of a bitch. You'll take out everybody.
Well, you saw
including
I
me.
had that. I had the chain and the chain binder, and I should have just done that, at least on one end.
Yeah. Well, maybe next year you won't even need the trailer. That's the plan. You don't even need the trailer. You just drive
That
it there.
would be, yeah. Well, I got to figure out what I'm going to bring because, I mean, I'd love to bring the Pontiac, but I actually want something that's going to drag race too. And no offense to the Pontiac, she's made for cruising. We proved that, right? We proved she can cruise. But now we need something that's
Yep.
going to actually rip.
Like a Le
And-
Mans.
Like a all-wheel drive Trans Am, I'm thinking.
Oh,
That's sitting in the garage that I need to
Boy,
finish.
you take on the hardest damn projects I think I've ever heard.
Trust me, I've been thinking about this. I go, I could just go buy a car that already runs and then just tune it up and let's just do that. And then I went, no, that's not me. That's not what I do.
Yeah, I'll either, if it's at the same place, like John was saying, they loved it. I'm glad they did because the staff there was just awesome. That's like one of the best
yeah.
staffs I've ever, and I ain't been in a racetrack since the 90s, but they were just fantastic. The whole thing was fantastic from, the crew of Jeffers Motorsports. And now I'm like, okay, I brought an ambulance. That's what I had on my YouTube channel. And I was thinking all the way home because I'm in the truck by myself and you start thinking stupid, like, oh,
Yes.
okay, I could,
Yes, you do.
I could vamp up my Cutlass. I could do this, I could do that. And then it popped in my head about this Olds Omega that's in this salvage yard. And I'm like, yeah, it ain't got no floors, no trunk. The motor's still in it. The hood's
Perfect.
destroyed. The front end's gone.
That's
Perfect.
just right up our
I
alley.
can do it.
Yes.
It's still me doing budget garbage right out of the freaking woods.
Yes.
But I love 455 Olds motors. Here's the thing. I still want to keep it Olds to Olds, Pontiac, that's just my thing. I'm not against any other way as long as it's on the road. But I want to make that thing an Olds powered Olds Omega and just a ripping, screaming son of a gun. I've got some old build logs from some of the old 70s Olds racers. And I thought about trying to figure that part out. Because I'm not real big into racing anymore, but if we're going to do it, I can bring my Artemis, I can bring my Ranchero or whatever to let people see it and we can have fun with it and stuff. But I want one that'll just absolutely rip the damn pavement off of the ground, or at least attempt to. But
well, here's
I don't
the
know.
deal.
I watched
So-
how much fun like Blake was having and all that. I just
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that again,
Agreed. Man, here's what I'm going to say. If we do it in the same place, obviously we don't dictate that. But for me, the drive, other than being long, was beautiful. And now I figured out where Chad lives. He's 3/4 of the way there for me. So if I actually broke up my trip and made it a little easier, he said I can go stay out at Square Body Ranch, which is just freaking awesome because then I get to hang out with him and, play
Yeah.
with his toys that he's got and hopefully not run into that other guy that hangs out there.
Yeah,
But, have a good time anyway. And then you got your CDL, right, Jay?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he does.
Okay. So how do we not all just chip in and get you a car hauler trailer so you can bring all your toys?
Yeah.
A stacker,
Well,
and we'll just shove them
I've-
all in there.
I may have to do that because the plan was I was going to surprise everybody. I was going to bring Artemis on the trailer, Javi, my Cutlass. I was going to bring my Malibu to race. That's the one I was going to race because it's already set up to race. I know what it'll do.
And Blanche.
I'm not going to reveal that, the whole don't show the tree. So I've got that, and I've got, I'll have a square body next year. I'll probably have a 64 C10. But this year I was going to bring like 4 or 5 cars. I told everybody I was thinking about doing it, and then I was actually going to do it. Well, then everybody just went, well, I got this, I got this, I got that. They all backed out. And I ended up staying in a hotel instead of my camper.
Right.
But it all worked out. I'm not complaining. But you're right. I literally thought about finding a damn car hauler and just loading them all on there and bringing them down, because there's plenty of room down there for me to park that car.
Oh, hell yeah.
And if there's anybody on the way, bring them on. We'll lower the gate, just put her up on the trailer. Oh, broke down? Not a problem. We got you.
Well, I plan on having
But
the truck, my Mustang, if I still have the Mustang again next year. And then I've got that 65 AMC Rambler, or the Ambassador. And it's a big car, just like the Pontiac. So I'm going to do the 400 Pontiac motor in the AMC. And I'm going to slam it just like you did your car, Buff. And it's going to be a cruiser. Yeah.
I'm so glad I got to ride in Candy Cane. I got to tell you, that little bit of an Uber ride I had was just so exciting. And even though I didn't get to go down the track, I got the bug. Like, I want that. Just riding in the truck, seeing the other cars, and of course getting mine running and just hearing it roar, and like, okay, I got to do this now. This is legit.
Peckerwood Customs wants to know how many runs I got in before I threw the rods. I think probably 7 or 8 passes in. I was on the track quite a bit with the truck.
I got to tell you, I loved hearing that truck go down. I could tell
so
which
good.
one. I could tell which one was yours when you went down, and it was just beautiful.
I mean, I had issues. My torque converter wasn't working. It was not stalling up good. My shifter was not working right. I couldn't get it to shift right. But man, it sounds so good with that big cam and them open headers. It does sound super mean.
Jay, I think we found you a job, because even Patrick needs you to haul a few cars.
Yeah, I'll just be the car boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll send you out a week ahead of time.
Well,
Big Boss was my helmet guy. I had his helmet, like both helmets I used. And then I had to use Austin's once, because I freaking rushed out of this house and left mine. I got a real nice one in the house, and I walked right past it and just left it. But, I don't think I really necessarily needed one in that ambulance, but except it kept all the crap that was falling out of the ceiling and blowing around in that car. Kept it out of my hair and my ears and my hair, my face. And
fastest ambulance on YouTube.
I raced Dizzy Izzy in my Mustang first thing yesterday morning, and I look over and we're at the stage and we're at the light, and I look over and Dizzy don't have a helmet. He didn't care. He's just up there to race. He didn't give a damn.
Well, hell, Dalton ran the GOAT with Jeff. 2 hacks in it. They didn't have no damn helmets on. I don't think they cared. It's like I said, I had this thing. I went up to Deke and I started talking. He goes, "You look familiar." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Where are you from?" He said, "Well, I used to run around up Champaign, and I ran Coles County Dragway. I was down there." I said, "Oh, yeah, we know each other." We started going through all these names, right? So he's standing in the back of, he goes over the ambulance and he goes, "Is this thing stock?" I said, "Well, not completely. I mean, what's left of it?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "You can look around." He didn't really say much, just the water, this, that, and the other. Then he says, I said, "Well, I still gotta tech the Javelin." And he goes, "Man, I've been standing for hours. I'm gonna go stand by there. You bring that Javelin. Does it run on its own, move on its own power?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "I'll be sitting up there." So I go up there, and he goes like this. Checked. I was like, "Okay." He said, "It's all stock, right?" I said, "Yeah, it's completely stock." But I like that guy. I remember him from way back in the day.
He's a cool guy, and he offered to tech the car, and I just didn't want to be that guy that I know it had some things that were definitely going to not pass, and I didn't want to get the thumbs up and then go out there and do something stupid. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I have one already. I don't need to go down the track.
Yeah, you did all you needed to do.
How many laps did you do around the pits? How many laps?
1, 2, 3. I did 4 laps.
That's
and
awesome.
then a couple of half laps.
That's cool. I know I've seen you go by twice. I didn't know you done 4. That's great.
Yep. And then this morning I got in, went to the hotel, came back, fired it up, because I had it parked over on the side. Fired it up to drive it right to the trailer, which I did. Drove great. And then I park it in front of the trailer. Jay gets there, and we're going to load it up on the trailer. I turned it on, and I immediately hear this hissing sound. And I was like, oh, I know what that is. So I shut it down real fast. Thank God I wired it to be able to shut it down. I get in the trunk, and one of the old crappy 3/8 fuel lines I used split. And it was coming out pretty good. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to figure out another way. And thankfully, Jay was there to help me.
They had
But
my
we're
old
gonna tell
crappy
everybody.
Menards winch.
Hey, we're going to tell everybody it drove onto the trailer because it did drive to the trailer.
There you go, Dizzy.
Dizzy, you are the proudest moment of that entire thing. Sitting at the gate, gets his subs. We all sat there and told you could do it. The guy that's just sitting out front, instead of wanting a cheeseburger, which he might have wanted a cheeseburger, he wanted subs. And he got them. That was great. I loved every bit of that.
That was a highlight of my Friday morning, coming in at 8 a.m., ready for the gates to open. And there's Dizzy walking the line, asking people, hey, I'm Dizzy. You want to help me out? And I'm like, Dizzy, buddy, I know who you are, and I'm subscribed on all my channels to you. But he still got it.
I got 4 of them, and I got him all subbed up on all of them.
I made sure he was getting in.
My girlfriend sent me a text. She said, looks like the weather's perfect, and Dizzy Izzy got all his subs.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because we were all fighting for how long.
Might want to work on your burnout pit skills there, Dizzy. You don't, thank God for water barriers, because everybody was like, "Oh, do I get back?" Austin said, "Oh, I stayed right up there on his face. I was waiting for him to go through something." I was like, "Oh well, no, I'm not doing that." But
he had a lot.
It was pretty cool.
There, yeah.
Yeah, he did. But I love that car.
That car is cool.
That car is just neat.
Angry vagrant.
Yeah.
Speaking of the other Austin at Daddy's Money, he really kind of wrecked the front end on that car.
Man,
did he really?
He was going to roll off that rim. I thought he was going to pop the bead on it for sure.
Yeah, that sucker.
I thought the ball joint was going to pop.
I think
something going on with the rear end too.
Yeah,
definitely.
But I got to hang out with him for a minute before we left today.
Yeah,
I just liked this little rat rod he was riding.
Yeah,
the $40 moped.
Yep.
I think he had the springs too stiff in the rear because that one tire was just lifting off the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
They're also on slicks still.
Over.
It was up off the ground that one.
No, it wasn't on slicks. I changed those tires. No,
that's right. Perpetual Projects let him borrow his spare tires.
15-year-old spare tires. They were hard as a rock. They were garbage, but they were the spares.
Everybody wants to, get their car sliding sideways. That was kind of what they wanted to do. You got to realize you got to get them tires warm first. Stop, get them spinning. That's like if you watch the big guys, they come into the pit, burning their tires off. Then once you get them spinning, old boy in the Chevy S10, perfect. He got out there, he got them spinning, got them hot, and then he could just creep, and them some bitches would just keep going.
That's 3.
You got to get them hot. I used to do that in front of the cop shop. I know the best way to do it. I used to take the rear plate off my Mustang and go right in front of the state police station and do that. Yeah, I was a shithead, but whole other story. But yeah, the burnout competition was great. The only thing that I would say is have a couple different things. The bigger it gets, have a couple different things going on at once.
Just a few.
Not everybody wants to watch drag race and have a burnout. Of course, you can't do that there because the burnout pit's at the end. But you see what I'm saying? Anything. Just have something else going on. Maybe somewhere else on the.
What happened with the carburetor talk? We never done.
Yeah,
that.
I never saw that. Did it happen?
Yeah, I already threw all mine. So I need to do a video of my friggin' garage.
They probably ran out of time because they were running late on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tech
Yeah.
Tech was running late the first day. I mean, it took hours and hours to get through Tech.
Yeah.
Just to start racing. It was like after
Yep.
2 o'clock or so before I got through there.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure out a way to improve that next time.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That's
there
all
was a
right.
lot to
First
learn
run.
in
It was great the way it was. I didn't have a problem with it.
Oh,
I was just thinking
absolutely.
if you have a couple different things going on, you know, like the guys ain't racing, guys are out. All right, let's go do this. Let's go do this. But all in all, I had a blast. I can't believe I took my brand new 400 Pontiac on its maiden voyage, 90 mile an hour down a straight 8th mile track.
Woo! That's good times.
Yeah, I was as slow as that thing was. I got to the end. You can see it on the video. I'm screaming and hollering. I sound like a 12-year-old. I ran down a racetrack. I ain't done that since the 90s. Yeah, I'm 2 out of 3, you know. So 1-1 on a red light, and then poor old the hoopty, it didn't connect real well to the track. But I had a good time with that. That was different. It was different. And then Javi, you know, it's a pooch. By the way, the Javelin was 0.6 of a second faster than the ambulance. And that's a sports car. Yeah. It's a freaking pony car. And
But let's be clear, the
You what?
ambulance is built to save lives, so it has to go fast.
That's right. Artemis is a sportulence.
yeah, it's got 411s in it.
Oh, does
You
it?
what?
It's got 411s. You
On-
said?
Yeah, Artemis has 411s in it.
Oh, cool.
It's that sucker. I saw the build sheet. You know, I found a old pamphlet stuff with the build sheet, 411 gears for quick response, recovery, all that kind of stuff, because it was meant to be in town and flying around. But yeah, you can definitely feel it. I didn't hit second gear until I was damn near across the finish line. That thing just took off. For a big old boat like that, to do that, I mean, it feels like it has long legs, or I might have revved it to $7,000. I'm not sure. I don't have an RPM gauge, but boy, she whining. But it did have third gear. I did get it to go to third.
Hey, Jay, check this out. You know, we was talking about James and James Nova. They don't even have a tachometer in that Nova.
What?
Yes. They don't even have a
Might be a
tachometer
good
in
thing.
that Nova.
Just, I don't want to know. That kind of thing, I don't even want to know.
So
Hey, you know what he
we
ran
all
when he
need to
ran it
do
on
a-
nitrous, right? What
Right.
kind of time he ran on
Yeah.
nitrous? 620.
Wow. So we all need to like get together, save up,
Me-
and buy them an Optima battery.
They need a battery.
Yeah. As soon as we changed that battery, it overpowered the thing. You hear it go down the track. I was like, son of a bitch, I think I just blew up their motor. But it did make a difference. And then they blew a fuse when they went up against
No,
what's his
I
name
think
there at
that
the
told
line?
me- When I came back around, little James was holding a fuse. I said, "Are you shitting me? You blew a fuse on the starting line?" He's like,
Yep.
"We're hardwiring it straight to the battery now."
Yeah,
Fry it.
that's
Just
what he did.
fry
I
it all.
sprenched the whole time. I was right there, you know.
That's
And
crazy.
well, they never stopped. Those two communicating back and forth, getting snarly with each other. That was actually kind of funny. I was having a good time with that.
I had a good time the whole
But,
weekend, man.
Oh yeah,
Peckerwood says,
I think,
"Rev it by ear." That's what Russell was doing in the dirt track car because he don't have a tachometer either. And I said, "Russell, what are you shifting at?" He said, "I think it's about 7,000." He said, "As soon as it flattens off," he said, "I shift."
Yeah, that car, dirt track on the racetrack, man, that thing was awesome.
That was one of the funnest races I've ever had in my life. Was when we raced, and I was just laughing. I said, I knew he had that 600 gear, and he would jump out. Then he jumped out, and I'd catch him, and then he would grab a gear and jump, and then it was just back and forth. And when we came across the finish line, I look over, and his front tire's bouncing because them Hoosiers they're not balanced. I mean, they're
Right.
dirt track tires, and he's bouncing down there. And I said, "Don't let off, Russell. Don't let off." And we come across there, and I said, "I know the nose of his car's in front of me." And 34,000 to the second. And I was like, he won. I was like, awesome. Because I told him earlier this year when he was building that 327, I asked him, I said, are you putting the stock pistons back in there? He said, yeah. I said, don't put them in. Let me send you some flat top pistons because I want your car to run the best it can. So I called Summit and sent him some flat tops so he could make that 327 run better. And I said, I want your car to be faster than my truck when we get there. And he beat me. So that was awesome. I loved it.
You know what though, that you could tell I'm more of a BOP guy and I like small block Fords, but a 327 that's built just sounds off like a pissed off beehive. And they are high revving. Just I built a couple of them for some derby guys, and this is what they wanted. And of course, I called some techs and some other people and got the right setup for them. But, straight headers out the top, just right out of the hood. Oh, my God, the things just sound amazing. I had one here for a while, and I ended up selling it to a guy. I should have held on to it now that I'm doing this, but I love 327s.
That 327 has a 500 CFM 2-barrel on it also.
Yeah.
He beat me with a 2-barrel. Yeah.
Yep. The guys that
3 times today. It sounds so good, him ripping them gears going down the track.
Yep. The guys that I built derby engines for, they would use a Rochester 2. Just that straight, it just sucks there straight down through it. But yeah, I love them engines. That car sounded rowdy as hell. I love a motor that just makes your guts and your chest just go in. And it upsets me because you guys didn't get it. You don't really get to hear Blanche over here because it's that way. You're sitting in a car and your chest is just going.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
We will.
But
We'll hear
I don't think I'm going to be able to wait. I'm going to start pulling that transmission tomorrow. So I'll start pulling that trans and I'll flip in that C6 and I'll be driving it by the end of the week. I say I'm going to take a break. I can't. I got whatever that is, your hyper disorder or whatever. I can't sit still for 5 minutes. Yep, that's what I am. ADHD. That's what they call it now. Back in the day, we just called it crazy.
Oh yeah, that's
right. I just got a text from Jive Hive Jeff. He says, day 1 of 2023 No Name Nationals starts today.
Yep.
And I got a 454 getting delivered in the next week. So what am I going to do with that?
Trans Am.
No, Trans Am's getting the 6.0. So I guess I got to find another car.
Huh. Or a truck.
Ooh. Maybe I need.
Why is it only got to be a car? Why can't it be a truck?
No. Because race truck. I think I need to do a race truck. I've got some ideas.
There you go.
Being around Candy Cane, Old Squeaky, Travis and Amber's Dodge, all these trucks kind of give me an idea. I need to slim one down, make it super light, put a lot of stupid big block in it and see what happens.
That's 60. Yeah.
I don't.
That's 64 I just bought.
Yeah.
Plan is to swap out a square body front end in that, and I've got a low deck 454 out here. And I'm thinking about going huge. Dropping that thing down in there, nothing but a boom tube. And I seen a truck.
Nothing streetable about this truck if I did it right, because I'd probably want to put some fat ones on the back and lower it and
saw a
be
truck.
on their ride.
I saw a truck on Power Tour. It was a Ford and had a huge big block Ford. I don't even remember what size they said it was. Carbureted. He didn't do the fuel injection, and all he had on it was an F100, and it was slammed with NASCAR wheels and style tires and everything on it. And we got to, he didn't do much at all the other stuff. He'd do burnouts and stuff like that. And we get to Atlanta Motor Speedway, and you could pay $50 and you can go up on the track. I couldn't do it because I had a bearing out of the Javelin. and you hear everybody going around, you hear cars and this, that, and the other. And all of a sudden you hear this thing that sounded like, Days of Thunder circa 1979, just flying there. There's a speed limit.
Yep.
They kicked him off the track because he was doing like 140.
Oh,
Just
shit.
flying. The whole bowl of Atlanta was just screaming. Everybody was watching it. I turned to look at Amber, and I think I was standing next to Austin too. We was down in the center, and I said, "Oh yeah. I'm building one of them. That's what I want to build. I want to do it just to go on Power Tour to get kicked off a freaking racetrack in a truck that sounds just like, Dale Earnhardt and his damn Wrangler car back in the day.
Yeah.
So I just." That's my own little project, though. But if I'm going to build something for No Name Nationals, it'll probably be that Omega. I'll probably go
That
get
would
it.
be cool.
And it's something different. I love different. I had two very odd-ass cars there this year. The only AMC, and you said you'll probably bring one next year. But I had, a friggin' ambulance, which is way out there on Pluto.
The
Yeah,
Pontiac
that's-
Javelin.
Yeah, the Pontiac Javelin. I gave him shit about that too. He's like, "Oh, I don't know what I was thinking." You see it because I had two cars.
Yep.
So he was reading it and it said, in the 1968 Pontiac ambulance. And the next time I come up there, he goes, "Yeah, the 1974 Pontiac Javelin." And in the video from my son's point of view, my 7-year-old, he's up in the stands. He's like, "It's a friggin' AMC." So Amber starts getting, "It's AMC Javelin, god damn it." She's just going off. I'm like, "You guys calm down. Honest mistake. You don't see these every day,
Yep.
But it was funny. I got all that on camera. I got a lot of your stuff on camera. Which I'll just put that on a thing and get it to you. I think it's easier than doing it on stream or on a thing. I'll just mail it to you to get to you in a day. I just got to get it all figured out. I stopped by Austin's hotel last night, and he gave me a bunch. I gave him a bunch of stuff I had on him, and of course his last run where he burned out and frickin' was all over the road. My GoPro corrupted,
Oh.
so I didn't get that. But he gave me some stuff that he got. He got me my race in Big Mike's car because he had his camera, his GoPro. So
Yep.
it's pretty neat. I mean, there's a lot of, I like that too. Everybody's like, "Well, I got you video of this," and Mopar Den, we get up there, he goes, "Hey, you get a hold of me, we get all this done. I'll send you all the raw footage of your run and all that stuff." I said, "I hope you didn't get me trying to burn out, because I got a cramp from my toes to my shoulder blade trying to push that brake hard enough to burn out that damn ambulance. It just wasn't having it. It's too heavy." But, well, I need to get to bed because I got to get up early and drive a damn semi. And I thought I'd come on for a little while. I had a thing. I didn't know you were going to have a live. I already had a premiere thing for just, it's only a 7-minute video. It's like literally I just got out of the truck and I turned the camera on. So it was awesome meeting all of you.
Me too.
Buff, I'm glad you made it home one piece. That's a long drive by yourself.
Yeah, it was.
I know, truck driver.
Yes, it was.
But it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But I'm gonna finish my one beer as I'm smoking my way back to bed. I am done. But you guys take care of yourselves. Can't wait to do this again next year.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Can't wait to see all your videos coming up from all this crap. I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
That's right. It's gonna be.
So
We're gonna have it all the way past Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got content for a year, so we're good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's stuff, and if I find something of each person, I'll make sure I get it to you. Because that's something I gave Austin his burnout footage, and I'm not putting that out. I'm letting him put that out. That's his thing. I just grabbed it for him, And good Lord, is that Le Mans hot? Whoo, that thing's. I can't wait to see that thing on some drag tires, actually. But
and And all the burnout footage I got, I'll try to get it to those that, I captured just for different angles. It's not that I expect anybody to use it, but I've got different angles than maybe they have or someone else has. So if you want to put burnout footage all together.
This will be the first time I can take a bunch of different angles of what I'm doing and put it out. Like you got over here, then it's showing you from this way. I'll have something from Big Mike's camera, from Austin's camera that was in his car as me blowing him out. And then they'll have the one from Amber at this end and the one in my car. I'll have, and everybody's got, Mopar Den's got a bunch. And, that's pretty cool. I've never been able to do something like that. I don't want to get over crazy with it, but it'd be neat to see it from every angle.
Remind me next time to actually get the drone out because it has a follow me mode. I never took it out. I bought it just for No Name and never took it out.
Yeah.
But it can do a follow me mode and actually catch the car at the starting line and follow it down the track. So it's awesome. I just we didn't get it out of the box.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
I got busy. Next year, we're not doing that. We're not going to sit and wrench the whole time.
What kind is it?
It's a DJI Mavic Mini.
What?
Yeah, DJI is good.
It's a fancy one.
Right here.
Yeah. And by the way, I found the magnet.
Oh, you found the mag? Oh, you found it. Yeah.
I found it. Yeah. It was a pleasant surprise to look down and go, oh, look at that. So I'm going to do a short on it.
Okay.
But I got to go unpack first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even unpack. I just threw shit in the living room and I'm going to bed. I'm done.
I'm going to unpack the car. I got to go take everything. I at least have to get the truck freed up. So that's probably what I'm going to go do right now is unhook the trailer.
Well, I got lucky with that. I said, what are we driving tomorrow? I don't know. Pick something. I'm not unloading the truck. Right. I'm not unloading the Javelin except for the clothes. Just go, whatever. Just go drive it.
Yep.
Except the Cutlass. Damn it. Don't touch my Cutlass. That's the only one nobody's allowed to drive but me. But I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good rest of your evening. Can't wait till next year. I'm sure we'll see each other between. So.
All right. We'll see you, Jay.
See you guys later.
See you, Jay.
Have a great night. There's Mr. Destroyer 1320.
Oh, it's Eric. Man, Eric, it was great to see you again. I got to tell you, being able to catch up after that many years of, just online stuff, but being able to actually see you in person it was great to see you again.
Oh yeah, it was great. Eric was he was talking to everybody. He was hanging out everywhere.
He truly is an entertainer. That's for sure. He's a great dude. And to find out he sponsored that burnout contest, it's like, I want to be in it. I just didn't have the ability. So to see my friends get to jump in there, those guys going out there tearing up their cars, I was like, man, I wish I tore up mine. But here's the funniest thing.
It was tore up.
Yeah. So I'm driving home. I stop at a gas station. And a bunch of kids came up to my car. I'm saying kids, 11, 12, 14, that age. These guys really just, oh, wow, this is so cool. They saw the trailer tires in the back of the truck, and they go, so is this the burnout car? I said, no, buddy, I didn't make it to the burnout this year. But here's some free stickers. Go tell all your buddies. And now it's like, well, I guess maybe I could make it a burnout car.
Hello.
There are driving.
It's Don and Wendy.
Hello, Don and Wendy. Are you guys driving yet?
Yeah, Don's driving. I'm passengering.
Oh, okay. How far do you got to go yet?
An hour and 40 minutes to go. We're going to Cleveland.
Oh, okay. Are you going to stay in Cleveland?
Yeah, we're going to stay at his uncle's house.
We was talking about looking up content on YouTube, said for No Name Nationals, I was telling Cletus's crew last night that, we didn't have anything to go back and look at to see what No Name Nationals is about and what do you do to get there. Where for 2023, anyone participating are going to be able to pull up our videos and just look at what everyone done. Like this person built this person done that, and they know what to do and what to expect. And just for John and Dallas, they learned a lot on this first one, and we can change it all up and and make improvements to it. But it's going to be so much better, I think, next year, as far as participants knowing what to expect and what they can do to get there.
Yeah. Auto sandwich.
I mean, we are all the OGs of No Name Nationals, so
Doesn't that feel?
yeah.
Yeah.
We are the originals.
That's right.
And I got to give a shout out to Eric. So, I mean, everybody was there when the car fired up and drove around. I mean, I know y'all were there, but Eric walks up and caught me right at the moment where I was at my most high, because I said, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I'm going to go give away some T-shirts. So I'm walking to give away my T-shirts, and Eric caught me right there. And he goes, how do you feel? And I'm just like, victory. Like, that's all there is, man. You get 90 days, and I pull off at least getting there, right? That was a win. Getting it running was a win. And then with the help of Travis and Amber and their team with Perpetual Projects, we made it shift. And I got the coolest, most factory original dipstick location. I'll show you in the video when it comes. If you haven't seen it, it's badass. It's staying in the car. But yeah, just all of it was amazing. And I was on a high. So I was like, we're giving some stuff away, man, because it was just awesome.
When I seen you walk in Lambert's, and I asked you, is it running? You're like, no. And I said, is it here? And you're like, yes. I'm like, that's a freaking
hell
win.
yes.
Just
It is.
Here is a win.
Yep. It was a win to get it here. And
See,
I got to tell you, it was tough for me. I was in my mind, I'm thinking, why? Because I wanted to go and hang out. And I wanted to go and enjoy the time. I didn't want to do that. But my wife says, it's going. You're taking that car. So whether I wanted to or not, that car was coming.
I'm so glad you brought it. I am glad you brought it.
And I'm down to one spare tire on the trailer now, so I can't have any more blowouts.
Well, hey, Cement Surfer did the same thing. He brought his car and needed to work on it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Stephen Holtz got that and did a lot of. He said Stephen Holtz did a lot of the work on getting that car running.
Yep, I watched those videos. And that's the thing is, I actually want to be so much further along next year that we don't have to worry about it. I don't want to test it to the point I break it, because we've already seen what happens there. But I also don't want to have to sit and actually fix everything at the track. So I'm going to have that in between of it runs and drives, put it on the trailer. And then when I get there, I'll break it. But I don't want to do what Jeff did, because, man, I love that 521. I wanted to see it scream down the track so bad, and to have him chunk it, and destroy it.
How awesome it sounds, yeah.
And Punisher, Punisher brings his Le Mans in, and the guy got inspired by No Name Nationals to finish it. It was sitting in pieces before that. And he finally gets it going, and he tested it at home, but then he put it on the track in first round, just boom, blew it up.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't know what to do, but he knows what to do. He'll fix it. That car's coming back.
It looked, he said he had doubts on when he put the decals and stuff on the doors. He had doubts about it, but he won People's Choice. So
he told me what he was going to do.
No doubt about it.
Oh,
it was very.
I think it was
like
almost 3 months ago, about 2 months ago for sure. He told me, what do you think about this? And I said, if you do that, that's over the top. That's sick. Because the car looked good anyway. And then he says, well, I'm going to put a fresh coat of paint on it. And I think I'm going to do this. And I'm like, dude, it's sick. And when I actually got the sneak peek, no offense, guys, I got the sneak peek.
Yeah.
I told him that is amazing. And of course, it turned out far better than I could have ever imagined. That car was it had a photographer there, some guy professional with a big, huge lens shooting it from every angle. And he asked about it. And I didn't tell him the car didn't, drive. If you're going to put it in a magazine or something, let me get the sunlight just right for you. It was awesome. Hey, thanks, Eric. Yeah, it was a great time. And getting to meet so many guys. If you didn't meet Austin from Lucor Racing, that guy literally gets off a plane, swaps his bag, jumps in the car, and drives down. And he partied the entire time, man. He drag raced, he burned out, he did all kinds of stuff that nobody expected him to do. He just showed up and did it. And
Yeah, I got to meet him also,
yeah, he stuck around and videoed and chatted with me the whole time. And he told me, and this was crazy. He said, seeing you thrash on this car all weekend and then drive around, he goes, that was worth me getting off the plane and driving down here. Like, that was his highlight.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go take the trailer off real quick. So
okay,
I'll be listening, but I'm going to duck out of here.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we might not make it much longer. I'm starting to fall asleep.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, guys.
See you later, Buff.
Mongrel's Garage drove my car back home last night, and he stayed here. And then Cletus came by and picked him up this morning and took him to Little Rock. And I think he's going to leave out from there when he goes back on Tuesday to Canada. But, he drove my car so well in the bracket racing. He went from, I don't know, how many cars you think was there? 50 plus cars in the bracket racing. There was a lot of cars in it. Anyway, he made it all the way to the number 3 spot and got put out by Mopar Joe. But he drove the wheels off my car. I mean, he done a great job.
Yeah, I saw it out there.
The most fun he'd had in forever.
Cool. Yeah, he was walking around with a smile on his face all day.
Every time he would come back to the pits, I would say, "How did it go?" And he would just be smiling. And he's like, "Yeah, next round, next round." He was going round after round, and he was just winning and winning. Yeah, that was cool. I told him, I said, I couldn't have drove it any better than you did.
Well, here's a good statement. It was Dallas and John that made it, but we lived it.
Eric, I'm so glad you decided to come on out, buddy. I mean, it was great having you there. Well, Buck, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here too, man. It's getting late. I can't talk hardly.
Yeah, I'm getting tired out here. I just
right.
drove 11 hours, I think it was. 530 some miles, I think it was.
Well, all right, Rich, Jason, Rich, Destroyer, Irish, Wendy, Dizzy, Auto Salvage. Man, it's good seeing all you guys in here, and I got to meet a lot of you this weekend, and it was good meeting you again, Buck, and hopefully that engine works out good for you, buddy.
Yeah, I hope so too, and thank you all. Thank you for all your help.
Yeah, you're welcome. Was it heavy enough for you?
Yeah, it had the truck squatting. A couple of them nasty roads, and I could feel the front, the steering got light.
Yeah, that'll set those springs down in that car, though. That's right.
Yeah, that'll put the front end on the ground. Yep, we'll have to worry about that.
Andrew Nelson says he's only got 13 miles to go.
Yep,
he should be the good end. All right, I'm out of here, Buck.
No, Andrew. All right.
See y'all later.
Big Buck. See you later. I'm going to go too. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and commenting. And it was a good night. I just come in here to make sure everybody knew I got home safe. And just thought I'd thank everybody for all the comments. And I got a lot of comments, hey, safe travels and glad you made it home okay. And I really appreciate that. That's just awesome. And looks like Andrew's almost home. I want to thank all the moderators for helping out again. I didn't have I just did a random live. I just hopped on here and said, click here. Let's give it a shot. 455. That's right. Big Buck 455. That's what Big Buck called me the other day. Good night, Auto Salvage. And don't forget, Dr. Art's having a live tomorrow night. I guess 8 o'clock Central or something like that. I don't know, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central, I think. So, and everybody be on there talking about the No Name Nationals again, I'm sure. So later, Wendy, thank you, Rich, for your help in Unfinished Project. I'm trying to see who else was Auto Salvage Outlaws, another moderator. And we're going to end it here. Good night, everyone. And broadcast.